67.
Yeah. Hi guys, welcome to Table 10, our knitting podcast. We will be your host today. My name is Renee.
I'm Rachel, and this is episode 67.
Hey, look at us, back at Table 10
We're back.
together. Did you enjoy cutting your t-shirts last week?
Did you
We
think
did.
that episode was so well edited?
Who did it, Rach?
Me.
She did?
Yep.
How did you like the computer experience?
0 out of 10 stars. Maybe 2 out of 10 stars. I don't want it to get mad at me and quit working right now.
Hey, and 2 episodes ago, Rachel and I literally
Didn't.
didn't think that we were going to be able to get we were up until 2 a.m. together.
You guys,
trying to get that
all
online.
of that weird stuff should not have been in that episode, but we couldn't get the episode out of the computer to edit it.
By the weird stuff, she means us.
Scrolling on our phones for like 2 straight minutes and not talking to anybody, including each other.
That's what we normally edit out of, like,
Yeah. But it was either you just got it all or you weren't getting any of it.
and when we realized that was in there, I was like, Rachel,
I was like, please don't start talking. Please don't start talking. I don't know what I might say.
I was like, we are awkwardly quiet for a really long time. And she's like, but then what? And I was like, no, nothing. She's like, are you sure we don't say anything? So she came over to my house and we watched that part together and we were looking at each other like this.
It was terrible.
Sorry that you had to endure that, but I hope everyone knew that that was not intentional.
Don't worry. We've done nothing to fix it. There's no new computer. There's no solution. Our solution was to try to not do that. The weird, awkward pauses that need edited out. That's the only solution we have.
Right. We're going to try to edit this as little as possible.
Yeah.
Like, not have a reason to have to clip stuff out.
Right.
Phone calls, kid visits, whatever.
We've already talked to Dad. He
Yes.
knows we're recording.
Yes. Rachel was like, we should just buy the computer. It's $2,000, Renee. Let's do it. I was like, that's not $2,000. This one was almost $2,000.
It's too bad you can't just buy another $2,000 one and like,
Hey, I think you can trade it in.
oh, let's do that. For $2,000?
No. I know. But I do think that Apple accepts, like, trade-ins.
Okay.
It's going to be like $4,000. I know. Hey, and before we started this channel, we contacted Apple and we said, hey, Apple, I promise we're going to talk about knitting some. Hey, Apple, we need
We're going
computer.
to make YouTube videos.
Right. But, like, to talk about yarn, I don't think it's highly technical. We're not doing that kind of... And
What did
they sent
say?
back, they're like, you're going to basically need a $4,000 computer. And Rachel and I were like,
Scam.
I think they're trying to
Scam.
upsell us. Was it a man?
They're
Did
fake
a man-
upselling us.
So we,
Go to Costco. Buy that one.
that's what I did. And here we are.
Almost 2 years later, though. Look at us.
But
I sent Renee
it has made our
memes
life.
of like people like almost.
She sent one of a person holding onto a Ferris.
It was like a
carousel.
mall merry-go-round and just
being
dragging.
dragged.
That's our computer.
It's not great, but you're right. We've done nothing to fix it. I
Nope.
went on a trip.
We didn't do anything. Okay.
Episode 67.
6-7.
What are we talking about?
I have no idea.
It's
Tour de Fleece.
Happy Tour de Fleece finale to everyone who celebrates. This was our first time participating. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about knitting projects.
Yep.
Do you have any acquisitions?
We have one.
I don't have that.
Why not?
Because I just don't.
Okay.
So sorry.
Oh well.
Okay.
Make do.
Yeah.
Knitting projects, acquisitions, FOs. We're gonna pull a winner for the Little Loopy giveaway.
Yes. That's fun.
That is fun. What else? Oh, who's gonna come see us this weekend?
Yes. Where are we going to be?
Wait, stop, pause. Renee, somebody sent us a message somewhere, don't know where. That's why I'm asking you this question right now. Welcome to the spot. You're on it. Somebody sent us a message. Apologies if this was you and I ignored you. I didn't have the answer. I wanted Renee to answer you, and then I lost the message.
Okay.
They're coming to town for the yarn crawl. They're staying downtown.
Downtown Pittsburgh. Okay.
Downtown Pittsburgh. They want to know somewhere good to eat. They said last year they ate at Burgatory, and that was good, but they'd like something new.
Does it have to be downtown?
I don't know. That's what they said. I asked no questions, but I was like, I don't know. Renee knows.
You need to go get into an Uber, go to Pousadie's Garden in Lawrenceville. Have the 17 ingredient salad, have the roti. I can't eat the roti, but the roti is very good. Like, I can eat the curry part, but not the bread.
Have the sticky rice dessert.
The
sticky rice dessert.
The Thai custard.
So good.
Yes. And the short ribs, the halibut.
What do I always get?
The lamb.
Beef tips.
You do like the beef sirloin.
What is it? Yeah.
Oh. Beef sirloin.
So good.
I like the Penang curry shrimp. I like the halibut. And I like the lamb shank.
I get the same thing every single time. Roti. Salad.
17 ingredient salad. It's called the Cow Yum.
It's super expensive for a salad, but it's big.
Just
like the whole table can eat it.
Buy it.
It's going to be worth it. It's like $25. It's not a cheap salad, but
it is worth it.
They're going to like mix it up for it. It's delicious. Okay, wait. I get the roti, the salad, those sirloin. What do they
beef
call
sirloin.
It? Okay, it's like little chunks of steak.
Beef sirloin stir fry.
With vegetables, yeah, and rice. Delicious. And then that sticky rice custard that when they bring it to the table, you're going to be like.
Honestly, even on the menu, I was like.
No, but it's not a striking dessert. The only thing striking about it is how meh it looks. It's delicious.
It is delicious.
It's delicious.
Texturally, different
it's
temperatures,
so
and there's like a little bit of salt in
salty
one part.
Or sweet.
Not too sweet.
So good.
It is.
Okay, that's a good recommendation.
I had that with Rachel one day. We were at a work meeting, and Rachel and I.
That's what we call it when we leave our families and go eat in the city by ourselves.
After fabric shopping.
It's a work meeting.
But we did talk about work, probably. She said, will you split a dessert? And I was like,
No, she was like, I can't eat any of that. And then the lady who already knew she was gluten dairy free was like, you could have this one. I was like, okay. Bring us that one.
She said, you'll split it with me? Sure.
It's also like, it's not big.
It is. And like this high. It was delicious. So the next time that I took my husband out to eat dinner there, I said, he loves sweets. I said, you're going to be really excited about the words that come out of my mouth next. And he was like, oh. I said, we're getting dessert. And he was like, what? And then when he tried it, he got a big smile and he was like, this is very good.
It's very good.
So
it's very good. All of that stuff. Maybe not the roti. The roti is not like you could never get this anywhere else. It's delicious, but it's basically a bowl of chicken curry with roti to dip in it. It's delicious, but that salad and that dessert, I've never seen anything like them.
Well, I told
Ever.
Rachel, I was like, this is my favorite salad in the city. And she was like, salad, Renee? And I was like, you wait.
I don't know that salad is actually the right word for it.
It is cold vegetables tossed together.
There's not a bit of lettuce.
Yes. Yeah, there's spinach in there.
That's not lettuce.
Okay, fair. Traditional leaf lettuce, there is not.
In there. And everything is like julienne. Everything is very, very small.
Yes.
Except these big chunks of some kind of citrus fruit.
I think it's pomelo.
You guys, it's delicious. The only thing they even ask about is if you want it spicy or not. And they're going to chop up a chili into sesame seeds size slices. And I don't really like things spicy, but I always put it in there because it's a nice surprise every couple bites.
Red Thai chilies, yeah.
But you don't pick a dressing. No. They don't tell you until the salad's at your table what the ingredients are. You just get it. You get what you get. It's delicious.
It really is. Hey, and if you are... So that salad is gluten and dairy free. If you are vegetarian, vegan, there is some like seafood element. They'll just keep out for you.
What's seafoody?
I don't know. I feel like there's like a shrimp powder or something because we dined there with someone and they withheld something.
That's delicious. What if they want to have lunch somewhere?
Okay, but also if you're not willing to move outside of the city for Thai food, Nikki's Thai is like, you could pretty much walk there if you're staying downtown. It's in the theater district downtown. That's very good. I usually get a reservation there, and I think they close between lunch and dinner. Other good restaurants, Jijin, that's going to be sushi. Taco for...
Tako.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, look and see if you can get a reservation for Pusides every single day. Like, look today when I talk to you about this a few times because people will cancel.
Yeah, they charge you if you don't cancel your
So they have a 24-hour cancellation window, and you'll see the day before you're wanting to eat, people will cancel it.
But you got to be ready.
Yeah.
If you text someone, should we get this reservation?
It's going to be gone.
That's right.
Just book it.
You got to talk about that ahead of time.
And they offer walk-in seating for the bar, but people queue up for that restaurant. It opens at 5. People will start lining up at 4. They'll bring their own seat and like a speaker. I saw a guy there once smoking an entire cigar. That's how long he'd been on his chair waiting.
Speaking of cigar, Jiddu was here today. I smelled him.
Oh,
I was just walking around.
That's Jiddu's grandfather.
He lived here for a couple of years before he died, and he smoked cigars constantly. And it was that like stale cigar smell. No one was smoking a cigar. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I like stopped.
Yes.
And I looked at my husband and I was like, smells like Jid. And he was like, what
fun?
do you mean? Yeah.
I smelled him in my pantry before, and I called my dad and I was like, hey, Jiddu was here.
Yeah.
I know.
It was crazy.
Oh.
Okay.
Wonder why he's visiting you.
What? It's because he misses me.
Just
obviously.
That? No, I feel like other things are at play. You just may not know it yet, but Jiddu probably does.
Maybe. Okay. That was on my list of things to get answered. Mm-hmm. So now I don't have to feel bad I lost the message.
There's a ton of really good food downtown Pittsburgh.
What if maybe they don't like Asian food? Because you gave them a lot of Asian food just now.
I love Asian food. What kind of food?
What if they want a steak?
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, I would go to Poulet Bleu, also in Lawrenceville, but it is probably one of the best beef programs in the city. Poulet Bleu.
That's French.
Yes, but it's excellent. Very hard to get a table at. So if you wanted a steak downtown, I would say like Eddie V's. Great cocktail, great seafood, great steak.
Okay. Do you know anywhere near Moon and Yarn? Where do we eat near Moon and Yarn? Oh, you know what's good? If you want to eat lunch, any of the Mediterras.
That one is close enough to Moon and Yarn.
It's also right across from the Sewickley Yarn. If you're doing the yarn crawl, Renee and I do this often. When you go to Sewickley Yarn in Sewickley, directly across the street is a little place called Mediterra. Mm-hmm. And it's delicious. Mm-hmm. We eat there a lot.
If you want to do a little bit of a drive from Moon and Yarn to go north for Cantonese food, it's called Chengdu Gourmet. It's out of this world. If you're interested in that, message me or email us. And
Not me. Don't message me. I'll lose it.
Yeah, email us. And if you want Cantonese food, I'll send you to the place. It's going to be like 20 minutes from Moon and Yarn, but worth it.
Okay. Is there a yarn shop up there?
Yes. You'll pass yarn bits and bobs.
Okay.
So you could do Moon and yarn bits and bobs, Cantonese food.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Is it on the way also to Oakmont, or is that the wrong way?
Wrong way.
Yeah.
This one's up like McKnight Road.
Okay.
What have you finished?
A lot.
Have you finished any knitting?
What are you wearing? That's what we do first.
Question.
What are you wearing, Renee?
I'd love to tell you. I am wearing the outline tee by Jessie Made Designs. Pause. I have some other questions that people asked that I didn't answer.
Let's go. Q&A.
I left myself context clues. So when you said, what are you wearing? I'm wearing my context clues so that I remember to answer these questions. The first question was, what's that tank Renee wears? Oh. Send us the link. I don't have the link, but I can tell you what it is, and you can go shop for it. It is Offline by Aerie.
I'm going to take a picture.
Of my handwriting?
Yeah, well, because what if I want to put it in the show notes? We might not have time to watch this back.
I put one on. It's the Real Me Low Key Long Line Bra. Sports bra. It's long.
Are you going to flash them?
Well, I didn't want to. It's a long line sports bra, but remember, I have a very short torso. So on somebody with a long torso, this isn't going to see a lot of
belly.
Yeah.
If you don't have a short torso, that's not going to look like that on you.
So I have short torso, high waist pants.
Let me tell you, I tried that on when Renee bought that, and where this hits me,
yeah,
it just rolled right up. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like it doesn't.
Stay down.
Well, it hits me in the bend of my, like where my natural bend would be.
Yeah.
So it hits, and then it hits that flare, and it's like nope.
Okay.
So this wasn't for me.
So take that for whatever. But I just get the like creamy white one. I think I have 2 of these, and I wear them
like a lace looking one. What's that one? Same thing.
Same thing.
Okay.
You can't get that pattern anymore, and my daughter is very upset about that. She wants exactly that one, and I said,
well, they probably do.
You can have it. It's going to be a medium because I can't buy you an extra small.
She'll be in a medium before you know it.
Yeah, but I do like that pattern one.
Yeah.
But same sports bra.
Okay.
And then my jeans, which I wore in the cutting video.
Yes. So get down here where we can hear you.
These jeans, pause. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Are the Old Navy barrel leg high-rise jeans.
Okay.
I wasn't even shopping for jeans, but my family was in there shopping one day, and I thought, if I have to go into that changing room.
Might as well do some.
Right. Those are cute. I really liked the extra.
Yeah, the detail. It's cute.
Because in my mind, I want to put that detail on a pair of my own sewn pants. And I have seen some people who were like, I didn't place that in the right place. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to wear these and feel like comfortable with where they were. And also, I think they were on super sale.
So Old Navy does have nice sales sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Look at us. Just checking things off the list.
And then on top of that, I have the Outline Tee by Jessie Made Designs. This is knit up in Equinox. Magpie Fibers Equinox Sport. The colorway is in the navy. And I used like just over 1 skein of yarn to make this. I did extend the body. It's knit bottom up. So I did extend the
length.
Yeah, by a few inches. Yeah. I didn't know because this was my first bottom up.
Yeah, they're tricky.
Yeah.
They're tricky.
And it's super cropped, but I have a short torso. So do I need to add length? I did need to add length.
Okay.
This yarn is really, really, really comfortable. I will say that there was a break-in period for this yarn where if I was wearing this top underneath, if I would lift this up, it would be covered in blue fuzzy balls. Mm-hmm. But there are no blue fuzzy balls on the outside of the fabric. So like maybe you're going to have some transfer of fiber from your shirt, your garment to your bra. So that's the only thing that I would say as a negative. But this is really comfortable to wear. I would knit it again. Okay.
Good.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing an FO. Huh. I F'd this O.
Yes.
This is my Metropolitan. Is that right? Look, will you look that up for me?
Wait.
I think it's Metropolitan by Tori Yu. This pattern was gifted to me when you participate in Tori's test knit. As a thank you, she gives you one of her patterns of your choosing, and I asked for this one last time.
I'm going to clean my phone.
So it's got this, it's kind of like a saddle into a raglan detail. This is knit top down. You kind of start at the back, you build this saddle, and you start working these eyelets, and then you connect, and then you like work it down. And you knit this. You knit the sleeve with it, kind of like you would a raglan, and then you separate these ones off. Yes, that's it. Now, Tori designed hers to be knit in like a fingering plus a lace for a DK gauge. I am using a cotton yarn that is a DK yarn, but because it doesn't have that fluff from the lace to fill in the gaps, I went down a needle size. So I think she showed a 10 in the pattern, and I usually match her gauge, but I think it was just the difference in yarn. Like there's a huge difference between a fingering weight wool and a lace weight fluff and a DK weight cotton.
Were you still at gauge by changing your needle?
No, but
Okay.
if I knit it on a 10, it was too open because I didn't have the fluff to like fill it in.
So were you
So I'm
over gauge?
2 stitches smaller on my gauge.
So instead
So
of...
I have 2 more stitches in 4 inches.
Okay.
So whatever the gauge is, mine was 2 stitches. So I did all this math. When I say math,
Yeah.
this is going to be, I don't know if this is going to help anyone or not, but this is what I do. I go look in the pattern and I go find the part in the pattern where you're knitting the body in the round and you have all the body stitches on the needles. Usually somewhere in the pattern it will say join in the round and you have 250 stitches, let's say. Okay. And then I check that by going 250 divided by what is the gauge? Let's say it's 20 stitches. 250 divided by 20, but that's by 4, and that makes 4 inches. So times 4. And if that math is what the number is for finished garment, I know I've got the right amount. So then I'm like, okay, so then that stitch, that's my number. So then I do 250 times my gauge, 22, or I'm sorry, divided by 22 times 4. And I see, what is that number? Is that number the circumference I want this sweater? And if not, I go do it until like the amount of stitches for whatever size matches. Does that make sense? Am I making sense?
Yes. I'm a visual learner though, so that could be hard for some people
I
here.
know, but
I
like,
already knew it. I was just following along with
I know, but I'm not a teacher
I know.
at all.
There are sweater calculators
and
online.
there are people who are going to help you with this more than me. So if this is something you're interested in and what I just said sounds like alphabet soup, someone else can help you. Probably not me.
Why do you measure at the point where you do?
Well, because sweaters are measured. I find the measurement that the sweater is measured in, right? So like, it'll say like fitted or bust circumference. And bust circumference usually in the pattern is the body. There's no shaping in this. This is just a straight down. So I figured whatever it is at the bust, it is at the hip, it is at the waist, right? Like this is just a straight down pattern. And then if I can make the bust circumference the same size, I figure proportionally the rest of the sweater will fall in line.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's right. That's what my brain tells me.
And then do you go find the size closest to those stitch counts?
I go stitch count by stitch count until it ends up at the circumference that I want it to be.
Okay.
So if I'm trying to say I want it to be 50 inches and at my new gauge, one of them is going to be 43 inches. The next size up might be 47 inches. The next size up might be 51 inches. Well, now I have a decision to make. What do you want, Rachel? You want 51 or you want 47? Because you can't have 50 because you're making up things. You're like not playing by the pattern. What do you want? What do you want? Usually I obsess about it a lot. And then once I decide, I'll take 51. Like, what's one more inch? Meh. Or I'll take 47 because that's bigger than my hip, so I know it won't cling to my hip. Or, do you know what I mean? I'll make a decision like that.
Yeah.
And then whatever I decide, I have to write it down. Because tomorrow when I open that pattern up again, I don't want to do this all over again.
Right.
Normally, if I'm on gauge, I'm almost always a size 5 if I'm on gauge. But if I'm off gauge, I got to circle it. I got to do something. Otherwise, it's just constant math.
Hey, I find even when I pick a size, sometimes, because I'm kind of like, sometimes I want a 2, sometimes I want a 4, sometimes I want a 1, sometimes I want a 3. And I'll set that project down. I have to
count
circle
stitches.
It.
Yeah.
I just circle what size I chose at the beginning. And sometimes as I go step by step, I'll keep circling for myself. Like cast on this many. I'm surprised how quickly I forget that.
Yes.
Like I work on a shawl. I work on a sock. Go back to the sweater. What size am I knitting?
Right.
Like that.
Right. I was knitting, maybe it was this sweater.
All context clues.
It might have been this sweater where I was it was because I started knitting one sleeve and decided to not only be off gauge, but to decrease at a different rate than the pattern.
Right.
And I got one decrease in and I was like, I couldn't remember what I was doing. That's why I did these sleeves 2 at a time, because it would have never gotten done. And they're still not the same. I did not end up with the same amount of stitches.
Who cares?
Okay, so modifications I made. I changed the yarn type. This is Pearl Soho Cotton Chirp DK in the color Heirloom White. It is a Pima cotton, 100% cotton. Honestly, it was a lovely experience.
Coming from a girl who doesn't love to knit
Talk a lot of trash about plant-based yarns.
Yeah.
The only complaint I have is that it does split. Nothing about cotton clings to itself. So, like, it's also easy to pull. This table snagged it like 3 times, but it'll just snag like one of the strands. So you can't even really fix it. You just got to like pull it
in.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, I changed that. So I changed the gauge. And then I do have a Ravelry project page, and I did explain this. Because I changed the gauge and I couldn't match the size I wanted, I did a little bit of fiddling. So I did one more increase before the split. And then you cast on stitches for the underarm. I cast on 2 extra here and 2 extra here. So I think that gave me a total of 8 more stitches, which was 2 more inches. And I think that's how I bridged the gap between. Yeah. That's how I made up that. But I did see I have a lot.
Deep. Yeah.
I don't mind that. That doesn't bother me at all. Also, this is a rolled neck. That's in the pattern. But she does I-cords at the sleeve and the hem. And I did not want to knit an I-cord. I did not want to do that at all.
I think that's cute.
So, right. So what I did was, thank you. What I did was, when it came time to do whatever directions Tori said to do the I-cord, I went down 2 needle sizes. I knit 4 rounds and then bound off knitwise.
Okay.
And 4 rounds is just enough for it to roll up in those 4 rounds. So it just kind of like sits there, and it kind of honestly looks like an I-cord.
And doesn't flare.
It does not flare. And it rolled very nicely. I tried to cheat on the hem and only do 3 rounds, and it wasn't rolling right because it was running into the bigger stitches.
Yeah.
So I did that at the hem and at the sleeves. The neck, I just did the way Tori said to do it, which I think is not that. It's on different sizes and you do different things. Is that all I did?
Hey, and Pearl Soho, we have an affiliate.
There's yes. But also, not only do we have an affiliate code, it's always on sale.
Yeah.
So wait till that yarn goes on sale and then get you some.
It looks beautiful.
Thank you very much.
And it looks very comfortable.
It is. It's very comfortable.
And you can just throw it in the washing machine.
Yeah.
In a laundry bag, if you'd like.
Maybe.
You would like.
The white is stressful.
I know.
The white is stressing me out.
What part about it stresses you the most?
The
you
color.
Or the children?
The color stresses me out. The whole world is stressful when you're wearing white. Anything could happen.
I know, but it's nice that it's plant-based because you can just throw it in the washing machine. Or you can like spot wash it without worrying about felting it.
I have to tell you something.
Let me tell you something.
Just throwing things in the washing machine doesn't make me feel any better. I mess things up in my washing machine more than I do in my Strucket bucket.
You are so my husband.
I put things in the washing machine and they come out a different color. What were you doing in there?
How were you washing it? With what?
Whatever I wanted.
I know. I have a husband like that.
I know, but just throw it in the machine. Just throw it in the machine. That's not true. You can't just chuck it in there.
Throw it in the machine with light colors, so only whites, with a laundry bag on cold.
No, put it in your Strucket bucket and it only fits in there by itself. Okay? You can't accidentally fit a green sock in there with it because what's it doing in your Strucket bucket? Nothing.
I think you fit something in a Strucket bucket before, and I think it was fish-shaped.
No, that wasn't the Strucket. That was pre-Strucket, and I did that on purpose.
It would fit.
That was intentional.
Yes, but you'll be like, oh, that'll fit in my Strucket too.
Hey, let me tell you what I've been doing. Tour de Fleece was happening, and I really embraced it. And so if you're not a spinner, after you ply the yarn together, you wash it just like you would block your sweater. So I'm filling that Strucket bucket up like every day for a skein of yarn. And after like 2 days, I was like, this feels very wasteful. Like the water is still warm when I'm dumping it out.
And also you
Use
are
all that
dumping
soap?
out, right, wool wash.
Yeah. So I started washing my knits.
I think that is a big upside to the Strucket for me.
Yeah.
Because same, I'll do
Yes.
that. Reuse that water.
And I thought the people are really, all of you wool washers are going to be so proud of me. I washed 6 of my sweaters. Mm-hmm. Every pair of socks that needed wash got washed. 3 cowls and my ruffle edit all got washed during Tour de Fleece.
Yes. In warm water.
Yeah. And sometimes like, just like sweaters, sometimes the yarn will bleed.
Yes.
So if the water was a little bit pink, I just go find something pink.
Yeah.
I got so much pink.
Yeah.
I only like 4 colors. I could find something.
What are your 4?
Blue, purple, pink, gray.
I was wondering if gray was your 4th. Okay. I just needed to confirm.
Those are my colors. Okay, so, but the white is stressful. But I think it's so useful.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I love it. I think it's great.
I'm very happy with it. Here, I'm wearing really wrinkly pajama pants on the bottom, so no one judges me for that. Okay? Deal?
Deal.
Okay, wait. Let me get them out of the suck of my thighs.
Rachel, it's adorable. That's so cute.
Isn't it cute?
Oh my gosh, yes. You could be on a beach as a bathing suit cover-up. You could be on a boat.
Right.
You could be at an outdoor
Also,
food event.
I think if I put on really cute black pants, I could be at dinner.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'm very happy with this.
You should be.
Thanks. Okay. What'd you finish?
Nothing. I didn't finish anything.
I got one more knit finish.
Oh, go ahead.
I do. I have this. Dun, dun, dun. I'm not going to flock, but I made the vest.
Yes. Which pattern is that, Rach?
This is the flock vest.
Let me pull it up for y'all.
This is a pattern by Andrea Mowry. This is the knit along for all of you lucky, lucky people that are going to flock this weekend.
Here it is. Your colors are similar to hers.
Yeah, because she made blue.
Yeah, okay.
This is a size 6. I sized up. I didn't need to. I think I could have knit a size 5. Size 6 is fine. I'll wear it next week if you guys want me to. But I could have knit a size 5. That is the size I was sized for. But it's one of those like not a lot of ease patterns that make me nervous.
Yeah, I get that.
I knit the cropped version, the Andrea Mowry crop. I did not add any length to it. It's fine.
And you changed your mind on that. You thought you were going to knit
I thought I was gonna
extended version.
I thought I was gonna knit like an in-betweeny version. But I looked and looked and looked. When I can't make a decision sometimes, and if I don't know someone who's already done it, I'll just deep dive into Ravelry. And I'll like really, really look at the pictures of how they're fitting people. This pattern's easy to see because the crop version gets 3 buttons and the full size version gets 4 buttons. So you don't even have to like open pages. You can just scroll the pictures. And I had already chosen my size by then, or this would have helped me. I noticed that the ones that I liked the most, no matter what size the person was, were less ease and cropped. I think across all the body types, that's the look I was going for. Because sometimes I get tricked because I'll see like someone who's like maybe knitting a size 1, and I'm like, oh, or like Andrea Mowry and her cute little, like she's not wearing anything under it and she just like the cutest thing, and I'm like, that's what I'm gonna look like. That I want that, but I won't look like that. So sometimes I have to like go look for someone who has a body that looks like my body, so I can like,
right,
is that
right?
Like that's what you'll look like. And then I'm like, okay, then I want it to be longer maybe, or I want it to be whatever.
Less ease, more ease.
Right. But across all the bodies, I liked the way that they looked a little bit less ease, and I like the crop versions. So I decided to just do the crop version, and I am happy with that decision. it could, you see how I didn't stretch out the ribbing?
Yes.
Because it could, like that, this could have gone away and it would.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But it's a vest and there's
So you didn't maybe need to size up?
I did not.
Okay. Okay.
This is very, feel it.
Rachel, it's just so pretty. Can we have a moment for the
It's
buttons?
a heavy.
You didn't even talk about the buttons yet.
Wow, okay. Those
Hold
are.
on, wait. I'm covering up your lips. I just want them to see the buttons. Okay. Look how cute they are.
They are. Thank you. Those buttons are from Hall & Hoof. Mm-hmm. Whatever size button that the pattern says, that's the size they are. They're wood. Excuse me. They're wood, and I sewed them on with the pink yarn because in my deep dive, I noticed that Andrea sewed her, like, she used her 2 mini stripes as her button and her button yarn color. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And I thought that was cute. That is a
substantial.
heavy vest. Now, that's not the yarn that it's knit in, but grams per yard is almost like dead on. Hers is knit in, I think, the house yarn from La Mercerie. Mm-hmm. That is knit in Pearl Soho knitting yarn DK. It's really nice. It's a non-superwash merino.
That's a really nice
It's a
yarn.
very nice yarn. It is.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it. I'd use it again in a heartbeat. It
Absolutely.
was easy to knit. It came, both of these yarns, this one and that one, came in balls already.
I will say it is not the super finest, softest merino I've ever felt, but I actually like that because this feels like knitting for all of heavy merino.
Yes, it feels not
Very
pilly.
nice merino, but it's not going to pill easily on you.
I agree.
I'm rubbing
It's
it
got
against
squish.
my forearm because it's comfortable.
It is. Yeah, no, I'm happy with
That's
that.
nice. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
It also comes in a cone. You can get a whole cone of that yarn.
That's really
Isn't
pretty,
it pretty?
Rachel. Yeah,
Yeah.
you did a great job.
Maybe I'll wear it to Rhinebeck.
And so when you blocked it, you didn't block the waistband
So
straight.
the first time I did, because I blocked this before I put on the button band. Mm-hmm. So the first time I blocked everything square. And when I put it on, I was like, oh, this is a little bit baggier than I wanted it to be.
Okay.
But I thought, well, the button band's going to cinch it in. The other thing that I learned about myself is that I can either, when I'm knitting a button band like this or these armbands, every time I knit these armbands, I fight with them because they're tight because I rib so tightly.
Same.
So I can either go up a needle size or I got to pick up more stitches because feel this, there's no give in
I
that.
can see it when you do it. Yeah.
That's not how that's supposed to be, I
Yeah.
don't think.
Yeah.
That's just the way that I knit. But then I
But the
fight
ribbing
with
does
it.
look so nice when you really.
It does, but I
know.
think one needle
I know,
size would
yeah.
help. So I'm like yanking on this to get it to so that this lays flat.
Yeah.
But I did not yank on this the second time.
To help it kind of.
Yeah, so I put the button band on and then I pushed the bottom back in, like, so that it'd be a little bit tighter on my waist.
Yeah.
So it's not, it was like, I don't know, it was just a little bit too big.
Yeah.
But it fits better this time around. Is that all I have to say about that?
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Really?
Maybe I'll wear it next week.
I
don't think I'm going to finish
wait
anything
for you
a
guys
minute.
to all go to Flock and have so much fun.
Post so many pictures.
Really, so that we feel like we were there.
Give me FOMO.
She already has it, but you can give her some more. I know, I would love to make that work. It's just, that's when our kids are going back to school, which is not a great time here. It gets hustly with activities and kids getting new schedules and new routines and new sleep routines. And I have one
I'm lying
going
to
off
my
too.
son on text message right now.
Why?
Renee bought my son cologne for his 10th birthday.
At his request.
At his request and with permission.
Yes.
So that's fine. But they came in the little bottles that don't spray. There's no sprayer
Were
on
they
these
just
bottles.
droppers?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he really wants it to spray.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought him like travel size sprayers on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
And he just texted me and said, did the sprayers come? And they did, but I don't want him doing that. The colone's just
Without
going to
you.
land on the
Right,
carpet.
right.
So I said, no, they didn't
Not
come
yet. Will he watch this?
Yeah, but by then it'll be too late.
Mom.
He knows I lie to him. He lies to me too.
Does he tell you? Does
Well,
he know that
neither
you
of us
know?
have to fess up because we both know it's happening. Who spilled the Coke on the carpet?
Not me.
Not me.
I have a not me that lives in my house.
Right.
Do you have a not me?
Right, yeah,
Not
that's
me.
a lie. Did the
right?
cologne sprayers come? No, they didn't come.
Who got slime on the carpet? Not me.
This is my favorite. No one. We didn't do that. I'm looking at a big dark spot on the carpet and it's wet. Mm-mm.
You at least have animals they could blame it on. We don't even have that.
No. False. I know what the animals do too. I know all of you guys and all of your tricks.
Okay. What else did you finish?
Now, the only thing I have to talk about is a ton of spinning. So much spinning.
Okay, wait. Do you have any whips? Any knitting whips? Or are we going to go on to finished objects with spinning? I don't care.
I have 2 knitting whips. How many do you have?
2 that I have to show and talk about.
Let's do knitting.
Okay.
It is a knitting podcast.
It is.
For the most part.
Yeah. Do you want me to go?
Yeah. Do it.
Okay. You guys, this is a sock that I cast on and then really didn't work on because I was going to have so much this type of knitting time on the trip that we just returned back from. I'm going to have so much standing and waiting knitting time. I did not. I didn't. That didn't happen.
Where were you that you were going to have all this knitting time?
I was in Florida. And it was hot, and I was not knitting.
She was in Florida in July. She thought she was going to knit this sock.
I was fighting to survive, you guys. I was fighting for my life. When the boat's a sinking, you don't knit a sock. So I cast on and did barely any progress on the July, the Farmer's Daughter Fiber Sock Squad. This is the Blueberry Waffle Sock pattern, stitch pattern. The pattern is written for DK. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. I just took how you knit it at Rachel's guidance and did that for my normal 64 stitch count for a sock. This is all I have. Really.
I think that's great. You did so good.
I did 5 repeats.
You did great.
The whole time. The whole 5 days that
Renee,
I was gone.
Tell them what the feels like temperature was when you were there.
109 degrees.
No one's touching wool.
I was outside. I was fighting for my life.
She was on FaceTime. We were on FaceTime. And
my
she was
kids wanted to be there. They asked to be there. And they were, for the most part, happy.
She was like,
I hate it here, and I can't say it because my kids really love it.
And then what did you tell me today? You said my husband and I were talking now that we're not hot.
And it's the whole rosy colored glasses hindsight. We would go there again. Not in July.
Never going
back.
Not
in July.
I hate it here. I hate it. This is not for me. I don't like it. I'm not going back.
You guys, I tried to sit on the pavement at
I'm
10.
judging all of these other people here.
And I'm here. And me is here. I tried to sit on the pavement at 10 p.m. outside to watch fireworks. And it was too hot to sit on at 10 p.m. Well, so it was radiating heat up at it was so hot.
Yeah.
My kids were red-eared, red-faced, sweating. We had hand fans, we had parasols, and we were all like wilting delicate flowers. It was a lot.
So no knitting. You didn't want to touch wool then? That didn't feel good to you?
No. I didn't want to touch anything. I was like this.
I didn't want to touch my
hand
own
fan,
skin.
but kind of just blowing oven air on myself. So this is as much as I did.
I still think it's beautiful.
Thank you.
I think that colorway is gorgeous.
I do love looking at it. It makes me very happy. So here is the main. Here's the main. Here is the mini. And what I did was wind off half of it. Let me say what it is. I did. Woo! Oh, girl. Oh, boy. Get your life together, girl. What's happening?
It's been in that cake so long. It's trying to leave the cake.
It's been in the cake. It's been on airplanes. We've done a lot. But I took the mane and I wound it into 2 cakes kind of proportionally. I didn't weigh it. I just did it by eyeballs because I was packing.
Okay.
And trying to get out of there. Okay. What? Can you do what yarn this is?
Well, yeah, but I don't know where that book is. Hold
Okay,
on. I
so
saw it today.
caked this up, and I caked this up. Half-ish. This one's a little heavier. That's fine. And then for the mini, I did cake up the entire thing, and then what I do is put the entire mini on my scale on the floor. And I have tile floor that I'm doing this on.
Can they see that? Is that
So
good?
this is the Highwood sock for July.
And I think that's 80/20. I don't know if that's
Let me
right.
pass it.
Yeah, 80/20.
400 yards for 100 grams. And then I would put this cake like this right below my ball winder, and then it just very neatly pulls off. It like doesn't do this whole dance. As long as you lay it like this, it just very neatly comes off almost like it's on a cone.
Okay.
And I do that until I have, is this 20 grams?
Yeah.
Yeah, until I have 10 grams on that scale. And at the end, when I get to like 9 grams, because I wind kind of quickly, I'll slow down so that as soon as it gets to 10, I stop. So I was left with 2 minis. I cast on 64 stitches over 2 needles, and I think I knit 3 rounds with the cast on plus knit 2 rounds. Next time I would
Sorry.
cast on and knit 1 round, because I just wanted like a whisper of an edge there.
Oh,
It's fine.
okay.
And
I think it
then,
looks good.
thanks. And then I knit the cuff for a total of 20 rounds of 1x1 rib. And then I went into the blueberry waffle sock stitch pattern, which is 2 rounds of all knitting and then 2 rounds of 2x2 rib. So knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2. 2 rounds for that, and then go back to 2 rounds of knitting. I picked it because it's something that I already knew, and I thought it would be just enough waiting in lines for things, and that I didn't have to reference a pattern.
Right.
This is all I have. It's
Do you have a
the
heel?
end of July.
Just don't worry about that.
Okay, if I was going to knit the entire thing in the park, I was going to just knit the tube and then cut in between the 2 knit rows. That's what I was going to do.
You were gonna texture the bottom of your foot
That's actually a very good point.
because that feels icky.
That's what I was going to do.
It's a good thing you didn't do it.
When I got there, I would have probably thought, oh, now what? But now that I have it like this, I'm going to go for my 60 rounds of leg. Like, I want it to be a nice, tall, proper winter sock.
Nice.
And
Love
I'm
that.
going to do heel flap and gusset.
Okay. Right. We learned what my heel flap is called. My fancy one. Are you
Yes.
gonna try that one? Try
I
it.
guess I could.
Eye
I have
of
partridge.
Everyone knew it except
And
me.
it was Karen's.
Every single person that knits was like, "Girl, you did not need to spend that $8."
My friend Karen, she showed us a sock one
She's
time.
my friend too.
Yeah. Our friend Karen.
Thank you.
She showed us a sock and I was like, that heel looks so nice. What is it? And she was like, oh, it's an eye of partridge heel. This is how you do it. And when Rachel showed that sock, I couldn't remember if I said it or
You
if I
did say
thought
it.
it.
You did say it.
So Karen for having great heel.
Taste.
Yeah. Okay, so this is my first whip. I have a lot of knitting to do, and what day
You're not
is this
getting
going to
that
see
thing
them?
done.
Wait, this is going up on the 30th of July. Guys, I'm
All right, I
behind.
have an announcement to make. Announcement! She's got an announcement. I'm done knitting socks until Rhinebeck happens. I don't have time for it in my life. It was stressing me out. It takes too long, and I'm going to fail the goal.
What's the goal?
The goal was to knit a pair of socks a month.
Because who set the goal?
Me.
Yeah.
I set that goal.
Yeah.
And I might still end up with 12 pairs, but I can't do it every month. It was literally stressing me out.
It's a lot of knitting, and we're getting less garment time.
Right, and
Because
I
we're-
want to make things to wear at Rhinebeck.
I know.
And not that I won't wear the socks, but no one looks down there except me.
I actually wasn't feeling that pressure until you said that you were just going to show up at Rhinebeck with skeins of yarn if you don't start knitting. And I was like, what is she talking about? We have
Not a lot of time.
how many weeks?
12.
That's not a lot
It's
when you're
not-
making garments.
12 weeks until we
That's
walk
like
into
3
the
garments,
festival.
yeah.
Right. That's not a lot of time. That's 3 garments if you knit them.
Like,
You got to knit them.
you got to
can't-
go.
No side quests.
Right.
So I'm going to try really hard to monogamously knit until I have the things that I want to wear there.
What a buzzkill.
And then, actually, I think we're close enough to crunch time now that it lights my brain up. Remember last year, leading up to Rhinebeck, I was like in finished whip mode?
No.
I was.
I believe you.
That? I had like 7, and I was like, how many will I finish before I go to Rhinebeck? And
How many did you finish?
I think I finished them all.
Great.
And that's kind of what I felt like this week. I was like, I gave myself until July 31st. I said, Rachel,
Get the things
whatever
off your
is not
needles.
done on July 31st will not get touched until you're done knitting for Rhinebeck.
What are those things?
They got done. It was this. This had to get done.
Yeah.
This had to get done.
Yes.
I have those 2 sock whips, and I just gave up on them.
Okay.
I have
What 2? One for your husband.
this one
Okay.
and the husband sock.
Okay.
The only way that those are getting knit is if we go to the amusement park. I'm not
Okay.
going to take my sweater there.
That makes sense.
But it's not fun to knit if you're stressed about knitting.
I agree.
That's not the point of this.
No.
And so I gave myself permission to stop this goal that I set myself for no reason other than I just wanted something to talk about in January, probably.
No, I feel January is a trap.
January is a trap.
It's the trap of optimism.
Yeah.
I can be a whole new person, and here's what I'm going to do. Even though, if any other person could say it to you in a safe way, it would be, that's highly unrealistic. But in January,
January me can do anything.
I know, me too.
Also, January
January
me has
me
nothing going on.
was journaling every day.
Oh.
Every day. We're going to journal every day for the rest of ever.
So here's the deal. The other thing is, last year I was feeling like I did not have a lot of socks.
When?
Last year.
Oh.
Last year I was like, oh, I have like a handful. But if
That's a lie.
just let me talk.
Okay, but that's not true.
But that's how I felt.
You can feel that way, but that wasn't based in fact.
I felt like
facts.
if I actually wanted to wear the socks every day, I couldn't do it in 1 week without having to wash them.
How many times did
I
you change your sock? Okay,
That's not.
I
here nor
can
there.
accept that that's how you felt.
And so I wanted to have remember I wanted to have a drawer full of socks.
That Charlotte Stone box that she holds up, and it's so cute.
Yeah, or Ray
know.
and his little box of socks.
Yeah.
Okay, but listen, now I do. I've knit a lot of socks this year. I've knit enough that I can confidently say that I could wear socks every day for a whole week and not have to worry about a clean pair of socks. So I can take 2 months off and nothing bad will happen.
Right.
Catch me next month when I love the sock yarn casting on socks. Anything's possible. Listen,
Next month in a few days.
no one take me too seriously. That's why my kids know I'm lying to them.
It's okay.
Right, it's okay.
You
But
don't.
I'm on a sock break right now. Me and socks, we're having a timeout.
This is fiber arts. There's art, which is like a process, for me, a process of creation, a process of joy, a process of self-expression. Wherever you are, that's where you should be.
I also can remember a time when I missed knitting socks.
Right.
But I don't miss it because I'm constantly doing it.
Right.
I can miss it. I'm ready to miss it.
Yeah, I get that.
And I think after I knit 2 or 3 garments in a row, I'm going to miss it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like,
Hey, it's going to be the perfect Rhinebeck project to walk around with.
yeah, but we don't do that. I know. We do walk around with it. Nobody touches the needles. That's another
Why?
fake play. Because there's too much going on. There's so much going on.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
people to talk to. There's things to buy. There's animals to look at. There's cute stuff happening everywhere. There's food to eat. There's
You know
drinks
who
to
is
drink.
excellent about that, and every time I see her, I'm like, I should be doing that, is Justine from Never Not Knitting, Rhode Island.
What's she doing?
She's always at the festivals with her sock. I'll see her like power walking back to her friends with her sock, and I'm like, why aren't I doing that?
What a properly named Instagram handle she has then.
Oh, I know, and channel.
Well, that's not me. That's not me. I can't do that.
Yeah. Why? Why can't we do that?
I'm not that good of a knitter.
Yes, you are. No, I think you're not that good of a peopler, to be honest. I think if you're...
That's fair.
I think that's what
a fair
it is.
point. It does take a lot of energy for me to people.
And I feel like you have to focus on that.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I've talked about this before. I have to focus on just what my face is doing. because the default thing my face doesn't look friendly. It does this.
Big frown, no chin. Those are your own words.
That's
At
right.
the Maryland Sheep and Wool.
I have the worst picture that's ever been taken of me stored in my favorites.
By
in
who?
My husband, obviously. Who else would take the worst picture that's ever been taken of you?
Big frown, no chin. Rachel's resting face.
Okay? If you guys don't want to see me looking like that, I gotta focus. I said, do you hate me? Why did you take that picture?
What's up with the silent
He
attack,
said-
bro?
He said, what? I said, you can't, what? What? Is that what I always look like to you?
That is.
That's what he sees? One more time so you don't have to rewind.
I love you, and I think all of your faces are perfect.
Even that
I do.
one?
Yes. I love that face. No,
That one looks like she's melting.
I see why you don't like it, but I think you're perfect.
This is what is happening to make me make this face besides just life. This is my nightmare. We're getting
Set the scene.
we're
Can
getting
you tell we haven't hung out?
we're getting
We haven't been together in a while.
we're getting ready to go on a cruise.
Okay.
Big family cruise. My family, our parents, our middle sister and her family. A lot of people are going to get on a cruise. Not Renee. She ditched us.
I couldn't do it, guys.
So,
Not the cruise. The the cruise.
what's the reason? Yeah, I was going to
My
say.
kids were young.
That's what you kept saying, but you don't. It's just,
My youngest couldn't even get in the every person's in their pool. Technically, she had to go to the kids' pool, and I was like, I don't even want to fight that fight because she was still in a diaper.
I don't even know. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yes, yes, you did because you said, me and Uncle will go be in the kids' pool with her, and I was like, oh God, that's gonna be a fight the whole time. No, it was
Anyhow,
we were too young.
We're going to get on a cruise. Now, something you should know about me is that I don't like to be the last person to do anything. That makes me stressed. If I have an option, I want to be the first person to do something. So if they say boarding starts at 11, that's the time I want to board. And I told everybody.
What time do you want to be there?
Oh, I want to be there. No.
Right.
No. And I told everybody, okay, on this day, you can check in. And you have to check in to get a boarding time. And we need to get the earliest boarding time we can get. So on that day, we picked a boarding time. We got a good boarding time. Okay. We get to the cruise ship on time.
Just so you know, you said good boarding time, but in my brain, I don't think that's a good boarding time.
It is a good boarding time.
I think that's the time when my room is not ready yet and everybody else wants on that ship. I want later
care.
when there
No.
aren't lines,
No.
my room's ready and I can just saunter on.
Wrong. What if something happens? What if the
What's
Uber
gonna
breaks
happen?
down? The Uber breaks down. Yes, they do that. The boat will leave.
Get the next Uber. I don't have to be at like the first one.
It's a good thing you didn't go on this trip.
This is why I let her be in charge of travel because I will stress her out.
Okay, so
I stress her more than she stresses me. Like, I don't like it, but it's not going to stress me out. I'm not going to be like stressed that we have to fight with everyone onto the ship, but we don't have anywhere to land because the rooms aren't ready.
So we get to the port, and let me tell you something. That was stressful because it was a little bit early. It's a little bit early, and so all the people that had gotten off the boat were still there, still there at the port. Just
With all of their luggage.
so many people everywhere. So we finally get there, we get in, there's lines and escalators and passports, and there's the boat. We're going to get on the boat. You know what they said?
Go wait in that room.
Yes! They made us wait in a room.
Guess what I've never done? Waited in a room.
And then they kept shoving people in the room. And this is my worst nightmare. Now I'm just sitting in a hot, stagnant room full of people. Nothing to do.
They got here 10 minutes after me.
And when are we leaving this room? What if they forget about us and they never take us out of this room? And that's the face that I was making.
Hey guys, when I board a plane, I literally did this with my husband this trip. I said, what boarding are we? And he said a number. And I was like, is that near the end? I would like to be near the end. I want to be so close to the end that they're like, we'll take that bag and we'll check it for you for free because there's no more room on the plane.
They'll do that all the time, anytime.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
If you just walk up to the gate.
No, we did that.
And you say, can I gate check this bag?
We did that.
They'll take it.
No. Yes. He was very nice. We checked 2 bags and we're like, can we check these ones too?
Where were you?
At the check-in desk.
Nope. Wrong. At the gate.
Oh.
Because people always want that's why they line up so early. They want their luggage with them.
If I get the appeal, but we pack.
Well, some people pack sensitive things that they literally
that's one.
don't want under there.
That's one. And 2, some people don't have any check bags, so they don't want to have to wait at the carousel because this is their only bag.
Yeah.
We already had checked bags, and we had personal like carry-on items, which had the things for the kids, the snacks, the whatever. Take that bag.
No, they'll do that. They don't care about that. Those
Okay,
people at the gate don't care about that.
Well,
if you work at the gate, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but no one's ever said, no, lady, carry that thing on and fight for a space up above. No one cares about that.
yeah, that'd be nice. Can you check it for free? Do you have to ask for free?
They've always just taken it.
You say, can I check this?
Yeah. I say, can I gate check this? Is there a lot of space up there? And they're like, no. I'm like, I just gate check this. And they're like, great, one less person to fight with. Give me your bag. When Renee and I fly together, we don't board together because I don't want to do what she's doing. I want to get in, I want to sit down, I want to be on the plane. I want to be on.
Hot, cold, stuffy.
Nobody
pass. I want to walk on that plane and then be like, she's here, let's go. I do. Hey, we got on the plane to come home and my kids wanted to feel like grown kids. They're not. They're 7 and at that time 4. So I have a 7 and a 4-year-old and they want to sit by themselves on the plane. So we have a window in a center and we have a window in a center behind each other. We didn't have like 4 across.
Okay.
And sometimes my kids will say like, I want to sit with dad. I want to sit with mom. They want to sit with each other. And we're like, okay, I think that's okay. As long as we're behind you so that I can like reach up and whatever I have to do to help you. We're right there.
Who was sitting with them?
So
Please tell me it was.
We go down the aisle and there is the person in the aisle seat is already seated. And my husband says, excuse me, do you mind if we like get them in there? And she's like, sure. So my son goes in and then I'm like, hey, go up, honey, to my daughter. And she goes in and the woman's like, where are you? Where are you sitting? And we're like, they want to sit together. We're right behind them. And she was like, oh, I'll take care of them. I'll make sure they're taken care of. She was so cute.
That's nice.
She had a hat on. And they were very good on that plane. They watched we had Wi-Fi. So they watched their iPads. Yeah. And my husband kept in between the seats handing up snack offerings, chips, candy, fruit. They kept just being like, okay. And then their little hands would come back with the trash. So he would collect the trash and keep it in a bag. Cute. But she wouldn't, when the flight attendants would come by and be like, cookies, drink, this, we would order for the kids. But sometimes they would still hand the snacks down like the woman was their guardian. And she was like, they didn't want these. She was very sweet.
That's good.
Yeah. Why were we talking about that?
Oh, that was a wild tangent.
Oh, cruise, flights, travel preferences.
No
Got
shit.
It. Okay. I made a sock. made a sock cuff and leg.
Okay.
I'm going for 60 rounds. Have I counted? I haven't
doing
counted.
a good
Do you
job.
think I'm there
you
yet?
You can just count by the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 18, 19, 48.
48.
Or 50. I don't know which you started
So I need
with.
like 10 more. Okay. Peep me in August.
Okay.
I don't have Farmer's Daughter fiber for the next month. Sometimes it comes early.
No, mine just shipped today, or I just
Okay.
got a notice about it today.
I didn't check my email today, so
probably.
Okay, what you been working on?
Okay, I have a new thing and an old thing. Which would you like
Old
to
thing.
see? Old thing is this Cygnus Shawl that I'm still fighting with. I confused some of you guys last time, and that's because I say things in just weird ways, and if you are trying to be a literal person, you will get confused because I literally just switch back and forth.
But you are a very literal person.
That's correct. But if I already know what I'm talking about, it doesn't matter, apparently.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay. Fascinating.
Okay, here's the confusing thing that I was confusing
Rachel,
people
it's
about.
really
No,
pretty.
it's gorgeous.
Wait a minute. First, before you say that, this is the Cygnus Shawl
by Amy Christophers, I think.
I'll pull it up for them. We are buddy knitting it.
No, I am buddy knitting it.
That's fair.
I am buddy knitting it.
I'm mad at that one.
Nobody. I don't know if anybody
No, we have
else.
buddies out there and they're beautiful. Their
Okay,
Cygnuses are
great.
beautiful.
You guys are me and you. Anyhow, this is a buddy knit with Tashi, Mia, and Andrea Lou. Not Renee anymore. She's out. We kicked her out.
They didn't kick me out.
She opted out.
White flagged.
Last time I was talking about would the shawl be long enough when I got to the point when you are supposed to knit the center spine and start decreasing. And what I was saying is the repeat is 2 of these rows, okay? So in a repeat, you knit 2 of these because do you see how they alternate? Mm-hmm. So like that's the repeat. Mm-hmm. But the total number of squares to get to the stitch count that is correct is 8. So that's
4 repeats.
Probably. There's like a setup row and then 1, 2, 3 after that. And then you're at the right stitches. So I'm doing the right thing. I was just confusing because I kept counting squares and repeats interchangeably because I didn't think you guys cared that much about the words I say, probably.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know either, but yeah,
it?
they were like, hey, Rachel, you said 8, but then you said 4, count your stitches. And I was like, oh, I probably didn't say that out loud. I did count my stitches. So, at this black line right here, that's the completion of the last repeat where I'm at the stitch count that the pattern says to knit the center panel and then start to decrease.
Okay.
But I still don't think that it is going to be long enough. So I have started knitting. I just continued on. And I talked to Renee about this at the pool the other night. I'm going to knit a half a repeat, so 1 more square. And then I think I'm going to give it a little bit of a steam and see how much this opens up, because there's a decision to be made. The thing that I'm running into is that I don't think... Wait. Sorry, it's upside down. Okay. I don't think that this is long enough to wrap around me. Like, I think I want it longer.
But you're at 1, 2, 3.
Right. And so I'm going to knit 1 more. And then if that is long enough to put in the center spine, I'm good. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to knit a half a repeat, 1 more block. Steam it, measure it. If I think a center spine will be good, that's 1 more block. The center spine is 1 block.
But wait a minute. Are you on the point right now for the center spine?
What do you mean the point?
Like, open that up. You said 8 blocks, and then the center spine goes in. So are you, where you started, is this count as 1?
Yeah, this is 1.
Oh, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's 4
You already
repeats.
did it.
I already did it. And
That
it's not
setup
long enough.
counts.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not long enough.
Okay. So you do the setup one, and then you do this chart 3 times. Got
That
it.
makes 8 blocks. That makes 4 repeats.
That helps.
Okay. But I don't think that it's
I
long
agree.
enough. Now, the problem that I'm starting to see happen is that it is deep enough already.
Some people online said that too.
So the longer you go, the
on
deeper you
Ravelry.
go.
Yeah.
And I told Renee, I don't want to wear a shawl where the point is like getting stuck in between my legs when I'm walking around.
And I said, you don't wear it straight down. Like, you're going to have that thing crinkled up and wrapped around you, and it might be like belly button-ish.
That's still too much. That's still too much. It's too much. Okay, so
I tried.
if at the completion of this next box, which is half a repeat, I don't think it's time for the center spine. The center spine will never happen. I will just continue with the repeats, and it will be an asymmetric shawl. Because I think that is why people knit asymmetric shawls. Because when you put it this way, it's way longer now already.
And it's not as deep.
And it's not as deep.
Yeah.
So even though I also talk a lot of smack about asymmetric shawls, I am this far into it.
Look at her wet.
And let's put this like a knife. I think it looks nice this way. It gives it a little bit of movement because it biases those half square triangles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where we're at with this.
Half
but
square
it
triangle
does.
is a quilting term.
Yeah.
She's talking about this.
Yeah.
In quilting, they call that pattern a half square triangle. I don't know if that translates into
Now,
knitting.
I do think that we have room to block out. So we'll see.
Right.
We'll see what happens.
Because the other thing that Rachel and I talked about is that if you knit it the way that the pattern is written, and if she wants to make it longer, but she's concerned about it getting deeper, these are squares. You can't just stretch them lengthwise and still have squares.
Correct.
You're going to change.
It's going to block in all directions.
Right.
Right. So
You're going to have like, it's a
rectangle.
square is a rectangle.
No.
Yes.
Why do they have different names?
Is a square a rectangle?
Yes, a square is a rectangle.
But a rectangle isn't
This
a
is from
square.
Wikipedia.
Okay, but instead of squares, you'll have rectangles. Like, if you blocked it this way, that's not square anymore. It's a rectangle.
Right.
That's what I said. And you were like, it is the same thing.
Well,
it won't be the same
is a
thing.
square.
But they don't look the same. Square is a rectangle.
Yeah, a rectangle is not a square. Right. Yes, it's going to
not
be
gonna do
longer
that.
on two sides than the...
That's a rectangle.
So it's a square.
Okay, but your point doesn't need to be here. Your point can exit the conversation.
Well, if anybody is very literal about shapes, I feel like they would care.
No one's literal about shapes. Only third graders.
You're literal.
Third graders are literal about the shapes. Okay. Are we good? I'm going to
I
knit
think
one
so.
more.
Wait, okay, so wait. Hold it up the way that you would block it.
So this is the way it's intended to be worn.
Right. And if this is the center spine part, what we are saying, just pull it a little bit. Like
Which
if
way?
the way you're holding it. Because that's the way, yes.
That's not as cute.
No.
It needs to block in all, it needs to
Both
stay
directions.
as square as possible.
Yes.
To look
I
good.
think so.
Now, let's do that on the bias.
Okay.
Because maybe is it going to matter as much? Pull it down. It still looks better square, right?
It does.
Yeah. So that's what I've decided. Knit the completion of the square that I've started,
Okay.
or the rectangle that I've started. And at that point, give it a little steam, just lightly, because it is garter. Do you know what I mean? It's garter stitch. So it should open up a little bit. Do you think I should put on barber cords to do that?
Yeah.
Take it off. Should I wet block it? Don't say yes. Don't say yes.
You don't have to do that. I think you can get what you need from steam. You're not looking for bloom.
Okay.
You're looking for shape.
Here's another question. Can I just steam like this much of it?
Sure. Yeah, it'll be different, but yes.
I don't care.
Right.
I'm going to wet block it when it's done. All I want to see is what this garter stitch is going to do. Because garter does grow this way more, typically, right? In the way that it was knit.
Yes, you have to show them that.
It would grow in the way I want it to grow, widthwise.
I feel like it has a lot of give that way. I think you could go both directions, Rach.
I don't want to.
I know, but this one actually feels more givey, side to side.
I know. I know.
But I don't, that's not what you were saying, right? You were being hopeful.
Correct.
Okay. This isn't making me want to make it more.
No, I know.
It's beautiful. Like, let me show them up close.
Okay.
Because they can't, I don't, like, look at the color changes in that hand spun. It's gorgeous, Rachel.
Thank you.
And I have looked at this shawl and thought, that's gorgeous. I love that. I just don't know if I have it in me to knit it.
It's very pretty. And I think that when it is done, I will be very happy. Mm-hmm. I don't love when a pattern does this. I don't love when it is not, it's not even, to be honest, it's not even close to what it's supposed to be in length.
Oh, really?
No.
What's the finished length?
The finished length is supposed to be like 74 inches long.
Okay.
And these squares measure just shy of 3.5. So 1, 2, 8. What's 8 times 3.5? Siri, what's 8 times 3.5? Oh, she doesn't know my voice.
What's 8 times 3.5?
28. That's not close.
No, it's going to give you 56.
That's... See?
Wait, how off of gauge are we?
It doesn't matter because if I were not on gauge, it would be so much deeper.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
yes.
Either way, this is not what I expected. This is not, in my opinion, what was advertised to me.
What was advertised to you? A shawl that wraps all the way around and doesn't hit the back of your knees.
Yes. A shawl that is squishy and cool and
I don't think hers ever gave squishy. It's always given drapey to me. Look, drapey, drapey, drapey. Never squishy. Never squishy.
That has always looked like it's always given Mom's blanket to me, woven, and I expected it to feel like it feels.
That's not squishy.
You didn't expect it to feel like. Do you call this squishy?
But you wanted it squishy.
This is squishy.
No, I think the jaunty is squishy.
No, this is exactly what I thought it was going to feel like.
Okay.
I just thought that it was going to be the proportions that is, and is not.
Well, look, that is still down. That's past crotch for her. And I think it's well past crotch because she has it sucked up there. Sorry. She has a lot of ease in the wrinkling sucked up, like accounted for. And that still has wrinkles around her neck. And that's like down to her jean zipper with the wrinkles in it.
So just keep knitting?
I think so. Like that. Look how many wrinkles around her neck plus at her jean zipper. It's a big shawl. I just don't know why yours isn't as big as hers.
We had Mia measure her squares, and her squares are the same size as my squares.
I know. And my squares were smaller. That's when I was like, I'm out. I'm gonna do all this work and I'm gonna have a table napkin. What am I gonna do with that?
I have to steam it. I have to see what happens when you block it. That's the only answer.
I would say don't worry about the length. Really. When you bunch it up and like wrap it around you, you're going to lose a lot of it.
When I'm walking around Rhinebeck and that thing's stuck in between my thighs, I'm blaming this. We're going to 1 hour and 19 minutes in episode 67. Somebody remind me when you see the tail of a shawl coming out the back of my crotch.
Stuck in between between your legs. I know what you mean. Oh my gosh.
Oh, boy.
I hope that doesn't happen to you. But I do think it's... How long is hers? Finished dimensions. How deep is
You
hers?
have that thing up.
Does it say?
Probably in the thing.
It might say in the pattern.
Yeah, in the pattern. I don't know. Anyhow.
Approximately, 28 inches deep at the center point after gentle blocking.
Okay.
Here, I take a measure.
What are we at right now?
26.
So if I
wait,
knit the
26.
Yeah, if I knit the center, that's about what it would be.
Yeah.
But it's not this way enough.
No, you're right. You're right.
So why? It has to be the blocking.
Gentle blocking. Gentle blocking.
It has to be.
I don't
Right?
know. I don't know. I bet there's an engineer out there that can
So
work these
then
squares out.
I have to be close to gauge.
What's here? Do what's
I have to be 27 stitches and 39 rows.
What's the, that's 2
No, come down here where it's flat. There you go.
2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9.
Wait, you can't just count to 22 because the 22 moves throughout these blocks.
Okay. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30.
So
You're a little tighter.
then
Right?
how am I at the right length?
That's row gauge kind of blows my mind.
That's not
sometimes.
row gauge.
No, I know.
That's stitch gauge.
Oh, because it's knit this way, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't like it when things do this.
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
It feels
No.
like
I don't
it
want to
was
have to
not
think
advertised
this hard.
this way.
No, you sold me a thing. I made the thing, and it's different thing than that
I know,
thing.
and you're all going to say, well, you're not on gauge. But listen, I'm telling you that this is measuring correctly. The whole piece is measuring correctly. So I think that I must be at least close, or the measurements are not right. Right?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But things like this make me want to do this.
That's what I did.
Except I have too much work in it to do that. I got to pick it back up and apologize to it. That's my wit.
Just so you know, before this, we were at a park with our children. We let them run wild in a creek.
They did all analog stuff. It was actually very nice.
It
day.
was very nice. They tried to take their shoes off in said creek, and I was like, don't do that because there is broken glass in that. The reason that I know is that my children thought it was really cool to collect creek glass one day. So put your shoes back on, and one cell phone got dropped in the water.
Also, my son, they thought they were riding bikes. So he put on his tennis shoes. Well, then they ended up in a creek. And he couldn't be barefoot, and he didn't want to wear his tennis shoes. So he took my Crocs. So I was stuck with my feet in a Air Jordan that was, what is that, 4 sizes too small for me?
She was in Air Jordan stilettos. She was in high heels.
Just
Tiptoeing. Okay. Do you want to see my one other whip?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the... Will you pull the pattern for me,
Yeah.
please? This is the lacy loop V-neck.
Is it? Loop flow? Flow loop?
No
It's not
lacy at all.
There's no lace.
Flow loop V-neck.
Is that right?
I think so.
You said it so confidently. No, you really did.
What's lacy?
That's a different loop.
Is it? By her?
Do you want me to look at that up?
Lacy loop? No.
No, lacy loop.
It's a
is
flow
nothing.
loop. Flow loop. By Other Loops. Yeah. It's pretty.
It is pretty.
It's
very
pretty. I knit one other pattern by this designer. It was one of my first sweaters. I cannot believe that I pulled that off successfully. It was my Brady Loop sweater, because this pattern designer writes like you know what you're doing. She
Also kind of like you know what she's thinking.
There are some points where I'm like, what exactly do you mean by that? And I like it when I appreciate when pattern designers will like expect you to maybe misunderstand what they're saying. So they'll say, I want you to do it like this, measuring from this point, not that point. Or they'll like make a call out that kind of signals for me to pay attention.
I like that too.
Like, ooh,
or they're like,
don't get this wrong.
Now we're going to do this like this.
Right.
And here's the instructions to do it.
Yes.
There's like 3 different things.
Clue.
Yes.
So.
No clues?
Not enough clues. I was complaining about this with a girlfriend online. Shout out to Latoya. She helped me solve the riddle.
Oh.
That I didn't think should be that hard, but through complaining to her, I got to where I needed to be. I was kind of bemoaning the pattern. I was like, listen, it's not.
That thing got shoved in a corner for a little bit.
Yeah. It's a beautiful finished product, and I think it's written okay. It doesn't hold my hand as much as I would like it to. Because even if I think I know what you're talking about, I would like another thing to tell me, yes, what I'm thinking is correct. Or, oh, you said that, but no, that's not what I want you to think. I want you to pay attention to this thing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Let me give you an example. Okay. Here is where I am in my flow loop V-neck. I'm knitting the size 3, and this is a provisional cast on right here. This is important. So you cast on this direction, and then you increase for your, I'm coming around the back of my neck, and then I'm going to knit out the shoulder, a saddle. So I did the increases according to the pattern, and I came all the way out to this shoulder. Then on this cast on, you pick up the stitches and you knit increase all the way out to this. Cool. Got it. And then you have to pick up stitches at a rate that people online on Ravelry project pages were like, that rate's not right. Because I was like, am I doing this wrong?
Is it too much stitches or not enough stitches?
Times. I can't remember at this point. I was mad at it. So I'm going to pick up the stitches, and I'm going to get the final stitch count.
I don't think a lot of people like to pick up stitches either. That's not a part that I want to be wrong.
It's not fun to have to drop them and redo it.
No.
Right.
And sometimes you don't even know you did it wrong until you knit a little bit, and then you have to...
Well, I pick them all up. I'm like, that's not the right number. So my goal is, no matter what pickup rate you tell me, I would like to end at the same stitch count as you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good goal.
So it took me a few times. So I got the right number of stitches using whatever pickup rate that I deemed appropriate.
So you had to figure it out yourself.
I had to pick up extra stitches at the end to be at her stitch count, the designer's stitch count. So then I had to drop them up and go all the way back so that they were even, because I didn't want this panel to shift because I picked up. Do you know what I mean?
Weird. Yeah.
So,
because that's the body of the sweater you're establishing now.
Yes.
You're going to have all this bunch of fabric under your armpit.
Right. And I wanted this row is dead center, and I wanted that to be on center. So I needed to get that pickup rate correct. So I did that. And then I was a little frustrated because with part of the instruction, you're picking up some of the shoulder stitches. But it took reading it so many times for me to get... That's the part with Latoya that I was like, wait a minute. Her math isn't wrong. I didn't read that correctly, but it was too easy for my eyeballs to read it. I read it. And I was like, I'm not on the right stitch count. I can't knit this. I put it down. The next morning I woke up and I was like, if that is bad math, do I have to rework my gauge? I thought I was like 36 stitches 38 stitches off.
That's like 8
in the back.
inches.
I know. I was like,
That
what
can't be
is
right.
going on? This is so weird. So then in talking to LaToya, I figured out she doesn't want all of the shoulder stitches picked up with this that were on hold. She just wants some of them. But I feel like, can we have a call out? It wasn't like the words weren't there to say, now take this number of stitches off the on hold stitches and place them on your needle and knit them on the wrong side. Does that make sense?
Yes. And that's also a weird thing to do. It's not like a lot of sweaters do that.
I
You would
know.
just like know to do that.
I know. So can we talk?
I don't think I've ever done that.
Can we have more of a conversation about that?
Yeah.
So, but now I am incorrectly 4 rows down and I've cabled. So I'm like, I don't want to do that.
That sounds
And
terrible.
I have all of these stitches on. So
Wait, so do you have to take them all off?
I did. And then I had to
Ew.
re-pick these stitches back up on barber
Ew.
cords. And I was doing that on a plane on the flight down to Florida.
Ew.
Right. So that's one reason that I didn't get this worked on a lot. And then, because I'm knitting flat, I set my needles up so that I am knitting on a size US 7, which is the pattern size, and that I got gauge at, but then I was purling on a US 6. Well,
Why were you doing that?
because I knit very tightly, but I don't purl tightly.
My children would like attention.
I knit tighter than I purl. So sometimes when I'm knitting flat, I will row out where my purl side, when I'm coming across purling, that's looser. And then I knit tighter and I purl looser. So what I do is drop my purl needle down so that I'll have like a 7 and a 6. So when I set up to purl, I'm purling with a 6.
Okay.
And I'm knitting with a 7. I found with this yarn that I was rowing out, set up like that, changing my needles, I was rowing out on my knit side. Like if I had...
Has that ever happened before?
Never. If I had bulky stitches, like
That's interesting.
it was on my knits. So I was like, oh, I need to change this to have a 7 and a 7. I just should have just stayed with the original, but now I'm traveling and I don't have my needles. So I was like, I think I'm just going to put this on hold.
Oh, yeah.
I fought with it for a while.
You didn't take your needles?
No. I know. I
You
fought
should've
with
just
it
found
for
a yarn
like...
shop.
When? When I was fighting for my life, was I gonna just find a yarn shop? Okay, so let me see. From here to here, I had those needles, and see where there's like a little bit of uneven tension there. That's
So interesting.
I know. And I think that this. Okay, so I'm knitting this out of.
I have it. I put it
Thank
here
you.
because I knew we were gonna
North
talk
Bay
about it.
Fibers Bay House DK. This yarn is gorgeous. I am so happy with this yarn.
Yeah.
But I think like it is elastic, but I don't think it has as much spring back when you're knitting with it as a worsted spun yarn. Am I right? Like I think that's why when I pull my knits tight, they're not as tight with this yarn because it doesn't like pull tight and then spring back. Does that make sense?
The words you're saying are words that make sense, but I don't have that experience.
That's my working.
Theory?
Yes.
Okay.
I wish I had. Do you have other DK yarn around here?
Yeah.
Because I feel like this one doesn't have as much bounce. So when like I can't pull it tight. She's going to tell the kids to stop. Okay, here's this one. I don't know. That's my working theory. For whatever it is, whether my hands change, whether it's the size of the needle, whether it's the yarn, I needed to go 7 to 7.
What do we think? Do we think this one bounces?
I don't know. I don't think that one bounces.
No, I think they're the same.
So, here's where I am. I am working my way down the back panel. Here's my next knit. Is that it, no pun intended actually. The next instruction is to measure from the straight cast on edge. Lengthwise.
Is there a
No.
diagram?
I don't think so. Hold on. Hold that up for them. Straight cast on edge. And I was like, okay. Because I cast on here. This is my cast on. So from the straight edge, is this the straight edge? Like before I start doing those increases up? Is this the straight edge? But I didn't cast on there. So is it here? It has to be here. And then I convinced myself, no.
It's the pickup edge.
Yes, but why aren't we calling it the pickup? Like from point of pickup, knit this far.
This is a translated pattern.
Yes.
That might be the problem.
Yes. So I am struggling with that a little bit.
You know, it
Of
might
like self-doubt.
it might be worth looking through the project pages.
I did.
Finding someone that knit it. Maybe someone we know and asking them.
Yeah. Because I was like,
Even if you don't know,
but that's a lot.
if you don't know anyone that's knit it, then I would find someone that has a lot of notes, because that would tell me that they paid a lot of attention to things. And I would message them in Ravelry. And I'd be like, hey, I have a couple of questions. Yeah.
Because I was like, it can't be the cast on edge.
People
Because you would
message
just say,
me,
measure from the cast. Or the pickup
why
edge.
straight? Why are you saying straight?
That, I don't know. And like, do we consider that straight?
No, that's a curve. That's the only curve in this pattern.
I don't know. I don't know. But there is a little bit of straight knitting before you increase. I don't know. See, this is what I'm struggling with. However, shout out to the yarn, because it is the hero of the story.
It's very nice.
I
What
really
color
do
do
like
you
working
have?
with it. I have Sandpoint.
Sandpoint.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is my second whip.
Okay.
This is not a lot of progress for 2 weeks.
I think you're doing great.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
You're doing
There's
a good
been
job.
a lot of stopping of like, I don't know if what I'm doing is right. I'm just going to put this down.
Yes.
And read it a couple more times and
Yeah.
talk about it and think about it. But that's not my favorite.
Right. I get it.
And second guessing yourself. Can you imagine if this was somebody's... The Brady Loop was one of my like first 3 sweaters I ever knit. And I struggled through it because I thought, this is a knitting pattern. This is
didn't
must
know
be
any
what
better.
it's like to
Right.
read a knitting
Right.
pattern.
That sucks.
So,
That's not great.
okay.
Okay. Well, after that glowing review, I was like, listen, if she can dip out of the Cygnus Shawl, I am out of the flow loop V-neck. I cannot possibly have 2 whips on the needles and they both aren't doing what they're intended to do.
I was very honest about...
Which is provide a recipe for me to knit this thing. So I mentally was like, I'm not doing that. She was like, the pickup's wrong and this and this. And I kept thinking, you won't catch me knitting that sweater. Wrong. So the other thing is, I really, really enjoyed and embraced Tour de Fleece. And I probably spun some fingertips off. Like maybe they're a little bit smoother than they used to be.
Okay.
So I was like spinning and spinning and spinning. And I was really working on getting these things off my needles because I only gave myself the month of July. On August 1st, I needed to start something for Rhinebeck because not because you have to wear something new for Rhinebeck. You don't. You can wear whatever you want there. It certainly does not matter to anyone, probably except you. But for me, I wanted to wear something new.
Wait, except who?
To you. Right?
Oh,
Only
to
if
like
it
whoever the
matters to
person
you.
is. Yeah.
But it does matter to me. I want to knit something new to wear.
Okay.
Just like the fun of getting ready for it. Do you know what I mean? It's like shopping before a trip, kind of.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to make something new.
Yeah.
So mentally I committed to finishing. So I'm like finishing whips, and these 2 things were cast on within the same weekend of each other. And I was so bored.
Yeah, that's hard.
That was a struggle. Meanwhile, I'm making all this gorgeous yarn that's just like lighting my brain up with like creativity. And so the knitting was not what was really like catching my attention. So last night I found this off, I blocked it. And then last night I messaged Renee, who was not messaging back, and our friend Kayla, who is coming to Rhinebeck with us.
Was she messaging back?
Yeah.
I
only needed one of you. It didn't really matter who. I just needed
you.
I just needed someone to pay attention to me for a minute.
Hi, it's me. Are you here? I need attention.
Help.
I told my oldest that he could have we call them sleepovers, but it's just sleeping in my bed. And he's been asking all summer, can I sleep in your bed? Can I sleep in your bed? So, which means...
You do like fun stuff, right?
Yeah. We stay up a little later. We have game night. We eat snacks. I said, when it was time for like sleep, I said, hey, you want to go down? He's like, I'm hungry. That's one of his stall tactics.
My kids too.
I said, do you want to go
Honestly, it's my stall tactic
I know.
too.
I said, you want to go downstairs and eat ice cream? Yes. He was like up and moving. Had ice cream, got in bed, but then I have to shut everything down. Like phones shut down, lights off to help him go to sleep.
No, I get that. I tell my husband my kids are like birds. I was like, we got to shut these lights off or they'll keep going.
Tweet.
Okay, so last night
I was unavailable.
Renee was unavailable, and I found myself needing to go to football practice. And I had nothing to knit because I had nothing on the needles except the socks that I'd already written off.
This is fun.
Well, no, it was not fun because I did not know what I was going to knit. And I had no desire to start anything specific.
Okay.
And I was like, I really don't want to knit that flow loop V-neck thing. So I text Renee and our friend. We have a little Rhinebeck, group text. And I said something like, help me. And our friend was like, okay, what are you looking for? No, first she said, what yarn do you want to use? And I was like, I want to use the yarn I was going to use for the flow loop V-neck, which is this yarn. Renee and I both bought sweater quantities of this yarn together. Mine is the color Steelhead. It's a little bit more gray.
Will you tell him the...
Yeah, it's 100%... No. Where is that? Oh, yeah. 100% Targhee Polypay. And it's woolen spun. What?
This part. Tell him that part.
Heavy DK? That part?
Non-superwash, 2-ply, 150 yards, 137 meters for 50 grams. It's 23 to 24 micron.
This is nice.
It's
real nice. Okay, so I still wanted to use that yarn. I just did not want to knit that. I couldn't do it. So, what?
Rachel and I first saw and touched this yarn at India Untangled.
Last year. Yeah.
And Jill of North Bay Fiber will be vending at India Untangled this year.
I want, hello, here I am in your yarn. Like that.
Let us tell you how much we love your yarn.
Okay, so she said, what do you want to knit? I said, well, I can't possibly knit stockinette. Look, this is stockinette. This is stockinette. I like how it looks when it's finished, but it's not my favorite thing to knit. I like a little bit of something. Give me something to do. She was like, okay, so texture. And I was like, yeah, I'd love a texture. DK weight, please. And she sent me.
I just realized I know the new thing. That's why I was like, this is exciting. I'm going to get a surprise. And then you start talking about it, and I'm like, wait, I know this project.
Yeah, you saw me knitting it like 6 hours ago.
Sorry.
Okay.
I thought it had something to do with the hand spun.
No.
Okay.
No, it does not.
Okay.
Okay, so she sent me some like suggestions, and I didn't bring up my swatch. Anyhow, I swatched for 2 sweaters. I swatched for the Storm.
Where is it?
It's way downstairs.
You want me to get it for you?
I have a picture of it. I'll just show them the picture. Okay. I swatched for the Storm. That picture of me with no chin is still up. The Storm by Petite Knit, and what?
Past it.
You see it?
Mm-hmm. On the left side. Go up a little. Yep.
Oh, okay. And then I swatched for the Lucy sweater by the Knit Pearl Girl. And they are at different gauges. That's why I picked those 2. And then I didn't get gauge for either of them. Did not stop me.
Did you block it though?
Yeah, no, that's why it blocked.
Oh, okay.
It's blocked. I don't know. I don't know if that's the proper way to swatch. I don't know if one swatch is affecting the other.
I know.
Because every Ravelry page that I read about this Lucy, this Andalusian stitch, says that it really opens up when you block it. But can it really open up when it's surrounded by garter panels like that?
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I was off by 1 stitch for Lucy. I was off by 2 stitches for the Storm.
Is that what helped you make the decision?
Well, what really helped me make the decision was the fact that that storm sweater is so pretty.
Let me show them.
It really looks like all I could imagine was tinking back and tinking back and tinking back. Do you know what I mean?
Why?
Because it's charted.
Oh.
Like the chance that I'm going to make a mistake or higher, right? Look at that.
This is the storm sweater by Petite Knit.
It's so pretty. I still want to make it.
And then here is the Lucy sweater.
That one, yeah.
By the Knit Pearl Girl. Can you see that texture? Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so I decided to go with the Lucy sweater because just that chart, I don't know. It didn't seem like it was going to be the easiest thing for me to knit. So here's where we are. This is neck in the back neck, and then it's got this really nice bold like border that comes down your shoulder slope, and it continues all the way down, and then it goes under your, it's like a side seam.
Yeah.
And then can you see the stitch pattern? Yes. Okay, this yarn is great for a texture.
It is.
It's a very puffy, bouncy yarn. What are you inspecting?
I'm inspecting the stitch pattern so that you don't have to say it and I don't have to ask you on the internet.
Oh, I don't know. It just keeps saying Andalusian in
Okay.
the pattern. So maybe that's what you buy the pattern for. Maybe this is like the eye of partridge. I don't know. She doesn't know anything. So when I knit my gauge swatch, I was 1 stitch bigger.
God, this yarn feels so nice.
So nice. I was 1 stitch, so 1 less stitch. I was at 19 and I think this pattern is at 20. But I know myself. And for some reason, when I gauge swatch, there's no stress involved. I gauge swatch looser than I knit the sweater. Every time I'm knitting a sweater, I'm like, gotta get gauge. And then I tighten up.
Same.
What is that? It's so weird.
Must be perfect. All stitches must be equal.
It's weird.
Tight. I know.
Weird.
I know.
So because I'm 1 stitch off,
Do you think that's a newbie thing? Do you think we'll get to a point where we don't do that anymore? But I do it too.
I don't know.
I don't
I have
either.
no idea.
Yeah.
But because I was 1 stitch off, I couldn't decide between these 2 sizes. But luckily, the 2 sizes are identical until longer than this.
That's nice.
Longer than this. So what I've decided is I'm going to get to the point where a decision needs to be made. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to measure the actual gauge that I'm knitting the sweater at.
Perfect.
Because I suspect that I'll actually be on gauge then with my like crazy, I have to tighten up. And then I'm going to knit the bigger size. But if I'm still a little bit bigger, I'm going to knit the smaller size.
Okay.
But I do like how it's like boxy. You know what I mean? It like the sweater looks boxy and cropped. And in the sample pictures, it looks structured. Mm-hmm. And this yarn is giving a nice structure because that woolen spun is kind of like holding it.
What's the gauge for that?
For what?
The sweater you're making.
20.
You're at a 20 stitch gauge. Wonder what my gauge is. Because once I get it, I like forget it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I bet it's 19.
I thought it was 19.
Because that's what I get on this yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I gauge swatch, and that's how we picked those sweaters,
Yeah.
remember? We gauge swatched with the yarn and
Yeah.
then went and like reverse engineered it. So, I have a stitch marker here. Right here. And that's the point that I need to measure down from, and then I'll make a decision. I think I knit maybe like a few more inches, and then there's a decision to be made about size.
Okay.
So, this is... But I'm happy with this. I'm happy with my decision. I think it was a good one.
Good.
Yeah. What are you doing? Counting gauge?
Yeah.
What are you
counting
at?
my gauge. I'm a little tight. But that's why I bumped up to a size 3.
But also, this yarn has a lot of give. If you wanted to block it and just give it a real gentle stretch, you could.
I think you're right. Okay, so this
is like very bouncy.
8. Okay, no.
You're
No,
on gauge?
I'm on gauge.
Good. Measure mine. Those little pearl bumps
Yeah.
are every other.
2, 4, ooh, hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Perfect.
Yeah.
See?
Look at us!
Boom!
It on one project.
Don't no one think about that Cygnus shawl. Just let us celebrate these wins we're having.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So this is the newest whip. And this I want to wear Friday to Indie Untangled.
Yeah, that's the goal for this one as well.
That's what I wanna
in the
do.
Untangled.
So
I'm really happy with this.
Good.
I like the woolen spun isn't as shiny of a finish, or like it's a little more matte of a finish. Is that the right word to use? Like, look at the finish of this.
yeah, it's softer. It's got like a softer
Yes. This
stitch
is
definition.
a worsted spun yarn. This is a woolen spun yarn.
Excuse me.
And it is, I find them to be like a little bit lighter,
No, they are lighter.
like as a finished garment,
Yes.
if you're using a woolen spun, but it feels almost like a little lived in and comfortable already.
Yeah.
That's how I feel looking at this. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm really, and we know that we love Target, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Those
Here,
are whips.
put these up. So these are our two colors. If you're looking for a neutral,
So,
Sandpoint, Steelhead.
Yes. And did you have a second color in mind? Like, if you would,
What?
I am going for, there are 2 colorways in her yarn that I'm like, I really want to knit with that. One is Chinook,
Oh, I have her
Chinook.
yarn in another color. You want to see it?
and one is Mallard.
Hold on.
They are so pretty.
Stand by.
We say her, meaning Jill, of North Bay Fiber. Meanwhile, we bought this yarn with our own money. This is not sponsored.
No. I have a sweater quantity of, look at that, guys. That's out of the box.
That's pretty.
This is called Green Cottage.
That's-
This is on Elemental Sport.
It's very
100%
pretty.
Cormo. This is a worsted spun.
Okay.
20 micron. This is soft. Feel that.
Yeah.
This is soft.
This is, it's not very different from what I'm knitting with, but I just love it.
Show them Mallard. They'll be so proud of you if you show them Mallard.
I know. This is Chinook. I really like that color. I might be coming for that at Indie Untangled, honestly. Okay. But Mallard is also beautiful.
It is. Mallard's the color of a mallard duck. It's that like teal, dark blue, green.
So pretty. I have a skein of it. I'll bring it next week
Okay.
so that we can talk about it.
Deal.
I have one skein of it.
You said we weren't going to take a long time, and I'm sitting in front of the biggest table of yarn we've ever sat in front of, and we are
And I still want to talk about my skin.
creeping up on 2 hours.
Wait. Okay, that's whips. Let's
That
talk
was
about
that
the,
was the knitting.
the Grand Tour de Fleece.
Okay. It was our first.
Yes.
Our first Tour de Fleece. Mm-hmm. When Tour de Fleece was starting, I watched Melly from Melly Knits do a live, and Melly said that she likes to spin a kilo of wool. And that got stuck in my brain.
And she said, Renee, did you hear Melly say she spins a kilo every Tour de Fleece? I said, I did. And she was like, yeah.
It got stuck. It got stuck in there.
How much did you spin?
More than that.
How much more?
Wait, but first, just so, what's a kilo exactly? Is that 1,000 grams?
Yes.
So 10 braids would be more than a kilo because most braids are 4 ounces.
And 4 ounces is
115 grams, give or take. So 3.
Where's your scale? Here.
What are we going to do with that?
We'll measure it. We'll just put your yarn in there. Let's go. Rach, you want to have this for...
Do I?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. Next year, you're going to be like, how much yarn did I spin? How much yarn am I spinning this year?
Renee has a whole, she brought a whole bathroom.
I didn't. I really didn't. Okay.
Okay.
Here you go.
Okay.
312. 9:06. 12:57. 1823. You were so close to 2 kilos.
1825.
1825. Wait, let me take a picture. Look at Rachel.
I wasn't kidding when I said I probably spun a little bit of my fingertips off.
Put your face in there. No, like this way. There she is.
All right.
Good job, Rach.
Thank you.
You did the most.
I did do the most.
That's so much work.
I know. I had so much fun.
Was any of this not raw fiber when you started?
Some of it.
Okay.
But not a lot. I'll
Not
call
raw,
it out
but
when we get there.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to start?
I think so. I don't
Okay.
care.
The first thing I did that I've already talked about is this combo spin. We talked about it last week, so I won't talk about it again. This was a complete Tour de Fleece spin.
I think you should write down your yards too.
I have them
so that
written
you can
down.
have you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like,
have it all written down.
your Tour de Fleece.
Well, not only that,
Trophy.
when I want to knit it, I won't remember if I don't write it down.
I know, but collectively for Tour de Fleece,
okay.
I think it's an accomplishment.
It is.
It should be celebrated.
The second thing I spun was this. This is new for you guys. This is a combo spin of 3 braids, 2 from Wee Chickadee and 1 from River Rat. I spun it as a 3-ply. It came out to about a DK weight. I don't have the stats over here.
Do you want me to get them for you?
No.
Okay.
Do we care? Do you
I don't
guys
know.
care?
I
I don't
don't
think they care. You just want to see the pretty stuff, right? Okay, so this is the second thing that I did. This is a total Tour de Fleece. Okay?
6 skein.
Next thing I did was this 1 skein because I thought I was going to be done and I wanted to get this one done for Rhinebeck. This is Into the World. This is the Rhinebeck color from last year. This is called Ambrosia. It is on gray Corriedale and I spun it as a 2-ply and it came out, I think this is a fingering weight. If it's not fingering, it's very light sport. And my husband really likes this.
Okay.
And when I started spinning this, I did not think that I was going to like this at all. But now I also really like this. And I'm having a internal conflict because he keeps saying, I really like that. And I keep thinking, well, me too. And you don't wear that I knit you. He heard that little dig about the
Did he?
hat and was like, I wear it. I was like, not as much as I think you should.
Hey, I spun this for my husband's jaunty.
Yes.
I comboed it.
Yes.
And I agree that spun up prettier than I thought it was going to.
Yes.
Really.
Yeah.
Because it was like a chunk of orange, a chunk of purple. And I was like, I don't know I don't
Yeah,
know.
but they really soften up and they I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think that knit into a grid gambit would be gorgeous.
What would be your main?
Something very light.
Like this.
Yes.
Put it next to it.
I mean, it's basically a neutral grid gambit.
Yeah. Yeah. But with like a shot of purple, a shot of gray, a shot of orange.
Yeah, but like barely.
Right. I know.
I know. I think this would be so pretty. Okay. The next thing I did was I finished. So this, I hated every minute of this.
That's pretty though.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. This is a Wound Up Fiber Arts colorway that I don't remember because I lost the bag that it came in. This is a 90% superwash merino, 10% nylon, and about 1/8 of the fiber was on the bobbin. And this is a very hard spin. It's very slippery, and you really have to like get your fingers, like it sucks it out of my hands for a while until like my fingers get used to it. You have to turn your tension down,
meaning
you turn
like
your speed up.
you would lose it and you would have
It
to
just sucks, yeah, and then you have to fish it back out, and then it starts untwisting. It can be very, very difficult if you're not prepared for it. So I think what I did was I just barely started spinning it, and I was like, oh, I hate this. And so it was just sitting in a bag. So after I did those spins, I thought, well, let's just finish up what I have.
Right.
Like, let's just get it done. And so I finished spinning the one that was on the bobbin. And then I spun the next one because I usually do this as a 2-ply. So now I have 2 of my little balls of fiber on one bobbin. So then I went to switch bobbins and I'm like, well, I only have 1 ball of fiber left. What's going on? And then I remembered that I wanted to 3-ply this yarn, but I've already spun 2/3 of it onto one bobbin.
Oh.
And I was not ready for the chain ply. That was not even close to being a factor. So I spun the whole thing onto one bobbin. And I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the center pull ball method. And that's where you spin it. You can spin it all on one bobbin. And then you wind that bobbin off just like you're skeins up yarn into a cake. And then you can use the outside and the inside and 2-ply like that. As I was winding it onto the ball, it broke. And you can't spit splice it superwash. It broke so many times. So then I had this ball, this ball, this ball, and then still some on the bobbin. So now I'm 2-plying from a bobbin and a ball. It was terrible. It was honestly...
I hate that for you.
It was terrible. I hated it.
It's so pretty.
But it is. It is pretty. I'm glad it's done. Like, now that it's done, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I stuck with it.
Yeah. When you're like, wait, I could be having so much other fun.
I put on Instagram, I was like, I legitimately hated every second of plying this. And they were like, why? And I was like, I can't even type it out. You're going to have to wait until I tell the story. But like, it was so difficult. And most of that is on me for not spinning it correctly because I forgot how I was trying to spin it. Yeah. If it would have just been on 2 bobbins or 3 bobbins, that would have been so much easier. I just didn't remember what I was trying to do because I don't take notes.
I just wrote down here yarn labels because we need to start labeling our yarn.
You're correct.
You and I need to just buy a yarn label that
correct.
says Table 10 with all the stuff that we have to write about.
I even made us a thing.
I know.
Okay.
Because I'm even going into my closet now and being like, what are you?
I know.
When I was spinning it, and I was like, I'll never forget.
I know. Right. Just like when you're casting something out and you're like, how could I forget what size I'm making?
Right. No, we have to start taking notes.
You're right. Okay. This ended up at fingering weight. It's like 440 yards or something. Okay. So perfect for socks. Yep. But I'm not knitting those now, so it's going to go into the stash. Okay. Then the next thing I did was, this. This is a spin. This was also very partially on a bobbin. Maybe 1 ounce of this fiber was on a bobbin. This is
It's so pretty and fun to look at.
It is. This is that big bag of feeder brook. It was like just pin drafted roving. Just scraps in a bag that I got at Maryland.
Yes.
And I think I started spinning it on Memorial Day when we were camping. But like, it's just not that much time when you're camping to do stuff like that. So about 1 ounce of this, and this is 8 ounces. 1 ounce was already on a bobbin. I spun the rest and I made a 2-ply. So, and this was totally random. I just grabbed the pieces as they came and plied them together. So I think when you knit it up, you're going to see some pretty wild transitions. Yeah. Because you can see that one skein is significantly pinker and one's more orange. Yeah. But it is pretty. I think I basically made my own mill end right here. Yeah. So I did that. Then I was going to spin thick. That's what I wanted to learn how to do. I wanted to spin thick.
I'm trying to do that too. I was messaging.
Yeah. It's hard. It hurt my wrist a little bit. I took one break day during the tour and it was after I spun these singles thick. So this was a braid from Into the World. It was called something about, it's right here. Just Pretentious Enough. And this is Blueface Lester. And I 3-plied it and I tried very hard to make the singles thicker. And BFL is a little bit woolier than like your Shanico or Merino. So that part was easier. I think I picked a good fiber for it.
I feel like they usually have...
they're like puns or references or something.
Yes, but I don't get that reference. That's why I was trying to find it.
I don't get any of them.
Okay.
I bought this braid at Rhinebeck last year, and it did turn out so pretty. It turned out so pretty. My husband likes this one too. So, but it's not a lot of yardage because it's thick.
Yeah.
It's more than a worsted weight. I think it's like 130 yards.
Okay.
I think that's similar to what I knit that really bulky beanie that I have. Mm-hmm. So I think I could do that with it, or
That's
I could
fun.
do like color work. But this is a very bulky yarn.
It's very pretty, Rachel.
Thank you. 3-ply. Thinking back, I should have probably just 2-plied it. But I wasn't. The thing about a 3-ply is that it covers up a lot of mistakes.
It does.
So if you're trying something new, like spinning thicker or thinner than you're, used to, I thought it would like balance it out if I messed it up. So I did
Because there are 3 strands to make one.
Yeah, so
piece
if
of
one
yarn.
gets really thinner or thicker, the other 2 can
Yeah.
fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
So this was a fully Tour de Fleece spin. And then I had one braid from Little Fiber Co. I have a picture of it. And I knew when I bought it, that was going to be the braid that I chain plied. And so
Is that it?
what this
Is that
it?
one braid?
It's 8 ounce.
Okay.
It's in her dyed to order, which is it's not up right now. She took the dyed to order down, I think because she's vending at Flock and Indie.
Okay.
She's probably very busy. This is the braid. It's called, I don't actually know how to say it because I think it's French. Patisserie. Mm-hmm. I got it on Target.
It's very pretty.
And I spun it end to end, and this was that's like a big chunk of fiber. So I would just go down until like the color started to change, and I would break it, and then spin that whole color because it was an advent or like a winter box, and so that's how it was sold anyhow. Was in like these like 1 ounce breaks.
Okay.
So it's basically how I just spun straight down the braid the way it came. And then I did so much research, watching YouTube videos and whining about it on Instagram and hoping people would give me tips. And a lot of the things that people were saying was to let those singles rest. And I was like, great, procrastinate more. This is right up my alley.
I love this.
So I spun it onto 2 bobbins because ideally I would like to knit a shawl end to end. And so I thought if I spin it onto 2 bobbins and then I chain ply it onto 2 bobbins, I have 2 halves, and it'll be easy to know if I knit like think like creativity or jaunty, right? Like you knit this way and then halfway you go back in. So like I'm kind of like making the 2 skeins. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, sometimes it's hard for me to fit a full 8 ounces onto 1 bobbin, and what I don't want is like 7 ounces in 1 ounce. That's annoying. I'm trying to show you the 2 bobbins that here. So I spun these 2 bobbins, and then they just sat.
Rested.
Yeah. They got ignored because I was
Yes.
scared. And while I was ignoring them, I took every other bobbin that I have, except I have 1 bobbin of Yahtzee that's not extras. That's going to be Yahtzee. And I have 1 bobbin of Big Sis Energy in case I need to make more Big Sis Energy to knit a sweater one day. So, but every other bobbin that I had any little bit left over, I took it all and plied it into a 2-ply skein. This is all just leftovers. Renee has deemed this the Franken skein. Mm-hmm. So none of these singles were spun. Well, I mean, maybe they're like leftovers from being spun during Tour de Fleece.
Yeah.
But it was plied during Tour de Fleece.
Yeah.
This is over 400 yards.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And it's way more cohesive than I expected it to be.
Right.
Probably because there's like a lot of blue.
Right.
So I did that while the chain ply was resting. And then I was like, can I squeeze 1 more spin in? Can I do it? I was like, let's just try. So I had these 2 braids from the Hello Yarn Fiber Club, and I 3-plied them into this.
That one they're all pretty, but I love that one.
So the way that I 3-plied 2 braids was that I weighed them in grams, And then I was like, okay, I figured out what each third would need to weigh. And while they were still one solid braid, I broke off chunks of both braids to make one. Does that make sense? So like I didn't string cheese it. I like took off a chunk of the braid.
How'd you decide what chunk?
I didn't.
Okay.
I just
You didn't like
picked an
decide
end.
a color or
No.
anything? Okay.
I was just trying to make them even.
Okay.
I wasn't really, but it did happen that I happened to pick very yellow gold heavy parts to chunk off. So one single did end up having the bulk of the goldy yellow.
Okay.
Not all of it, but like a pretty big chunk.
Okay.
And I spun one as one. I spun one as two. Like I split it in half. And then I spun the one that I broke into chunks. It's 4.
Okay.
So like I tried to mix those colors up as best I could.
Right.
And that beautifulness is
pretty.
what happened.
It's gorgeous.
Isn't it pretty?
I love this.
Now those singles were spun during the tour, but it was plied the second day. The after the last day. It was fully transparent.
Tour.
Whatever. That is
So pretty.
so a 3-ply. It's about 500 yards. I think that's gonna be a cowl.
That's very pretty.
Isn't it
Rachel.
pretty?
Excuse me. Yes.
I know. I'm really happy with that. Okay, and then there was nothing left to do except chain ply. It was either you really wanted to chain ply, you're either gonna do it or you're not.
The singles that you're resting.
Yeah. And so I told my whole family, I'm going to sit down and no, I can't stop what I'm doing. I'm going to do something that's so hard to do. Something that's never been done in this house before. Does anybody need anything? Okay.
Speak now.
That's right. So, and then I set up to chain ply. Now, here are my tips for chain plying. You got to go slow, a lot slower. For reference, my Starling has a digital speed display. I've been spinning around 55 and plying around 70, like regular plying with a lazy Kate. And I chain plied at 35. So like a lot slower. And if I am plying with my lazy Kate, I put it to the left of me and I ply like this. Like I let my left hand guide the 2 or 3 plies and I feed it with my right hand. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. To chain ply, you put it on your dominant side because your non-dominant hand pinches the twist and then your dominant hand is the one doing all the like magic movements, making that loop and pulling it up. And that it was not that hard. Slow helped a lot. And every once in a while, like the orientation of my hands would somehow change and I would almost get lost. Like I would get confused about what I was doing. So like I don't even know what I was doing, but somehow I kept doing. But it was a much more physical way of spinning than normal. I couldn't lay down like I like to lay. I had to sit up straight for like 3.5 hours. It took a long time.
Okay.
8 ounces at speed 35 takes
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah.
Because you're basically like letting that twist in and then you have to hold it there because the twist has to build. When normally at 70, you're like, oh, good. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
you're like going.
Yeah.
But imagine half the speed.
Yeah.
So it took a long time and but it was fun. Here it is. I have to say that a skein of chain ply is not as pretty. This is not as pretty as this.
No, I know.
The magic comes when you knit it.
Yes.
When you knit it, it's like self-striping yarn.
Yes.
It's prettier when it's knit. So I think this will be on the Targhee, like really plumped up. Because a chain ply you're making a 3-ply.
Excuse me, sorry.
It plumped up so much. I think I might be at a worsted weight with this thing.
Okay.
So I think this is going to be a creativity. That's my plan.
Excuse me. Oh.
And that's it. That's what I've done the month of June.
You did great.
So much
really did
spinning.
great.
I could not. I have more. I have another one down on the bobbins just waiting. That's what I would be doing if we weren't.
I got home and I
recording
was
right
like,
now.
I feel like spinning because go ahead.
So it's more immediate than knitting.
It is faster than, as long as you're not doing like a sweater spin, because that sweater spin can take a really long time.
No sweater spins happen
But
this
like
month.
2 skeins here, 1 skein there, 1 skein here, 3 skeins there. It does happen faster.
Yeah.
And if you're doing something that changes colors, that really boosts the like, woo.
And it is still kind of surprising to me what it looks like spun up. Like I can see the braid and I'm like, okay,
That makes sense.
but I don't exactly know what it'll look like.
I love that part.
Me too. It's like giving yourself a surprise.
Present.
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Even when it's plying, when it's rolling onto that bobbin, it's fun to stop it and be like, ooh.
And do you know, I did this a lot this month. As I was spinning, I was like, I like those colors together. I would knit those
Take
colors
note.
together. Yes.
Yes.
I like those colors together. And then I'm like, oh.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's really good to like
Yes.
develop your sense of like
Yes.
what
That's
colors
how
go.
I found out that I don't love when pink and mint green touch.
Right.
Like, the colors are okay, but I don't like them touching.
Okay.
No.
Good to know.
Yeah. Hey,
What'd you do?
I
We already saw your purple one. You made that humongous purple one.
Yes.
We saw that 2 weeks
Yes,
ago.
I didn't bring that back. I also Frankenskeined. This is my Frankenskein. This is not clearing all of my bobbins. I still have one Dove single. This is that cesium yarn that
A lot of that.
I know. This is the cesium that I used in my Cygnus spin.
You can reclaim that now.
Yeah. So Rachel said, do you want to learn how to chain play on that? And I said, maybe. So I have this and I have some Yahtzee left on a bobbin. And I have some of that Kira Wiggins.
Oh, the rainbow taupe.
Yeah. That
You could learn a chain play on that because it would thicken it up.
Maybe. Yeah. So all of the other bobbins, I didn't have this much. Like I have a lot of that Kira Wiggins. I have a lot of Yahtzee. And I had a considerable amount of this. This is probably the least amount of the 3 that I had on a bobbin. So then I had like little bits here and there of
Just
things.
taking up space.
I know. Some of them were on storage bobbins. Some of them were on Starling bobbins. I had some on a Dove bobbin. So I made this a little Frankenskein.
I think that's pretty.
3-ply. Yeah. I can't remember.
Somehow it looks like you. There's like a lot of neutral in there and then just a shot of a rainbow.
Yeah, it's probably just the stuff that I like that has been sitting on my wheel. There's some big cis energy. There's some little cis energy. There's some gray Shanico from Trisha at Yarn Jam and some other stuff in there. I can't remember now because I applied this up before I went on vacation.
Yeah.
And I was not taking notes. I was just getting
Yeah.
stuff done, clearing bobbins. And I have written down somewhere.
Do you?
Yeah. Now, the reason that I wanted to clear these, this stuff specifically, because for Tour de Fleece, I started spinning in a new direction, my singles. So on the Daedalus, I would always, for the direction, they have a number 1 or a number 2. And I would spin my singles in a 1 and I would ply on the 2. And I just told myself, start with 1 and with 2.
The 1 and the 2 that you're doing is what the Daedalus instruction said to do. Okay, it says S twist. Fibers twist counterclockwise, leaning left, like the middle of an S. Most commercial yarn is spun this way. Z twist. Fibers twist clockwise, leaning right, like the middle of a Z.
Right.
Okay. So for crochet, Z twist yarn works with a right-handed crochet motion. And for right-handed knitting, S twist yarn reinforces the twist, but untwists and splits during right-handed crochet.
Yes.
Where Z twist yarn, the right-handed crochet will reinforce it. That's what it says.
Okay, so for knitting to not untwist and like split our yarn, it's best for S twist.
I believe that's what this says.
Yeah.
This is it. It did not give me super clear. Like, this is confusing, but that is, I think, what it's saying.
This doesn't look like S twist. This looks like Z twist, right? This looks like Z twist.
To be completely honest, all those words that I just said out loud don't mean anything to me. I don't
This
understand.
looks like
it.
S twist. This looks like S.
The old way?
Yes. Doesn't it?
Renee, I don't understand it.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Z and S don't mean anything to me.
See how a Z...
I understand in theory, but
Can you see it on your yarn?
no. Or my brain can't see it. Obviously, my brain doesn't see anything.
S twist favors knitting.
Okay.
S twist. This is S twist. This is Z twist.
So did you reverse it in the wrong direction?
I did. I sure did. This is Z.
So we were doing it right.
We were doing it the best way for knitting.
The commercial yarn way.
supposedly.
Okay.
Yes.
The way that the book showed to do it.
Okay.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with trying something new.
So here's my Z twist. Z. Yeah, this is Z. Can you see the difference? Like, if you made an S and you had to put the twist of the yarn in part of that letter's going this way.
Okay.
So S cross the yarn
Okay.
and around. And then a Z would go this way, that way, then this way.
I can see it when you do that. When you
Yes.
make the hand movement.
Yes.
It would take me a hell of a long time to look at that yarn and figure it out myself.
I have to actually make the letters across it and be
Okay.
like, okay, so I made this in Z twist. I applied Z. I don't recommend doing that if you're knitting with it because
I think it's going to be
people
fine.
say that that's not the best way to knit with it because the way that you manipulate the yarn, you can untwist it. Like when I cast on long tail cast on, the front yarn, I will untwist it.
Same.
Okay.
Same.
So I think when you knit with this, it has a tendency, just the way that you're manipulating it, it could untwist.
Okay.
But I have a lot of it.
You did one project.
I have,
Hey, you could learn to crochet with that yarn.
no, not going to do it. Okay. What did I do? I did the Seasons Club. This is her winter colorway.
Who?
Little Fiber Co. Lauren at the Little Fiber Co. And I got the 6 little bumps on 2 bases. So here is what they look like when I was starting to spin them. The top is ramble, the bottom is Cormo Rose. So same colorways, organized in the same order, just on 2 different bases. And you can see it in this yarn because the Cormo Rose, that rose has some like shine to it. If you see the like lighter specks in there, that's your rose. And then the Rambouillet obviously doesn't have that like sheen to it. So I did this as I was telling myself a gradient. So it's a 2-ply. I took 1 package and spun them. I opened the package, grabbed the first one, then grabbed the next one, all the way down the line. And I spun those as singles on 1 bobbin. And then I grabbed the next package and spun it same way as singles. And then I plied them together. So that hopefully I can start knitting at like a blue, go into a green, into a pink, and end up at a red. So I feel like this is an accessory knit for me.
It's pretty.
Creativity, jaunty.
Oh, we can both do it.
Something like that.
Because, I mean, you basically made it look like a chain ply.
Without chain plying.
Without chain plying.
In the wrong direction.
That's fine. I think, honestly, all of that, I don't think matters.
I was like, I'm going to do this because I think I've been doing it the wrong way the entire time. Turns out, the more you know. And this is, how much did we say this was?
How much?
Yeah.
Money?
Wait.
I think it's 6 ounces.
175 grams. Yeah, just over 6 ounces. So that was my third spin. This one and this one.
Nice.
And then I have the purple at home. I did not spin on our trip. And as we were leading up to going on the trip, I didn't even pack it. I feel like this is going to be a lot. And I think that was a good call because we were getting back to our hotel and just falling over. What else we got, Rach?
Oh my gosh, we have to be done.
No, I want to talk to you guys about something else. Tell them who won.
Okay, we have a giveaway winner to announce.
Congratulations to Kayla of Little Loopy. She is the yarn dyer. She is also co-owner of the Underground Yarn and Book Shop.
In Hershey, PA.
Yeah.
What are we congratulating her on?
Her 1-year anniversary of being open as a yarn and bookstore and coffee store.
Yes, and to celebrate, her friend designed a pattern named after her called, is it Little Loopy or Loopy?
Little Loopy.
Very beautiful colorwork sweater. We showed it in episode 66, and Kayla reached out and offered to gift one of you the pattern and a sweater quantity of yarn to knit the pattern. So we're going to tell you who won, and then you can just email us so that we know that you won, and we'll put you in touch with Kayla. Don't we think that's better?
Yes.
You email us, tabletenpod@gmail.com. We'll get you in touch with Kayla, and Kayla will work with you to pick colors, make sure you have enough yarn to knit your size, arrange shipping, and all of it.
Pattern.
Kayla's going to do all of that, but we'll just make sure that you heard us. Hello. Okay.
Who's the winner, Rach?
The winner at Shannon Michaels 75. And Shannon Michaels 75 said, "The number of times I've knitted the marker in, LOL. I think that's an Eye of Partridge heel loopy."
Congratulations,
Shannon.
That's awesome.
Drop us an email. We'll get you in touch with Kayla. And then, I can't wait to see the sweater.
Yes.
Okay. Now, my anxiety would like me to say, please come see us on Sunday.
We will be
if you're in town, and if you're free, we're going to be at Moon and Yarn, just sitting and knitting.
Yes.
Or spinning. I might bring my spinning wheel. I don't know. We're going to sit and do something.
Okay.
Yap a little bit from 11 to 4. That's the whole time they're open on Sunday. It's Steel Valley Yarn Crawl. Mary 29 Bridges will be there. There's also a ZZ Textiles trunk show happening. Mm-hmm. So come hang out with us, and then we can all be happy, and no one will have flock FOMO because we'll be so happy to be together.
Oh, yay! I mean, we can have flock FOMO together. That's fun, too.
Yes. Okay, and now for the last portion of our show that was going to be not very long tonight.
I want to talk to you about skincare. This is what... Okay. I went, and I feel like if you live in the Northern Hemisphere, we are all going through summer skin. Dehydrated, in the sun too much, I don't know.
Sweat and sunscreen.
All of it. Yes. I came home from being out in the heat for 5 days in a row, and I felt like my skin was parched. So I had that feeling happening, and also we had no fresh produce in the house. So we got into town on a day when we couldn't make it to our farmer's market in time, and our farmer's market is not on the weekend, and we got home on a Friday. So we ended up at Costco, and Costco has Korean skincare. Now, I've been into Korean skincare for a few years at the behest of my Korean friend who has literally flown me home skincare when she goes on trips to visit her family in Korea before. And I'll check with her sometimes and be like, hey, is this good? She'll be like, yeah, that's a good one. What did I buy at Costco? I bought 3 things. Torridon face masks. Cell-mazing firming gel mask. It's deep firming, wrinkle improving. I wanted it for the hydration.
It's one of those paper masks? Like the things that you physically put on your face?
Yeah, but it feels more like jelly in texture instead of paper.
Okay.
But it's very drippy. So it comes in a few pieces. You put it on where it tells you to. And then I take the extra goop that's in there and I like put it everywhere. It's going on my neck. It's going on my chest. It's going on my arms.
You do this before or after you shower?
After I shower.
Okay.
This goes on. Do you want me to go and... Let me tell you what I bought at Costco and then I'll tell you how I use it.
And then you can give us the routine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other K-Beauty is the Round Lab cleanser. Can you see that?
Where's this? At Costco?
Yes.
I gotta go to Costco. I gotta get this stuff.
Yes. Round Lab Dope cleanser.
Renee told me about this and I kind of brushed it off, but now that she's telling all you guys, I'm getting FOMO and I'm gonna try it.
Everyone's gonna buy it before Rachel can get there. Friend approved. That one is creamy. It will reduce, it'll remove makeup.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look at the texture. But it makes like a really thick
Oh, yes. It is
lather.
thick. Okay. Is it foamy?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you were
You don't
a
have to
two-step
use
cleanser,
the stuff. Yeah, you don't have to use the other step.
I would
still do.
to cleanse, but I'm probably extra.
Well, me too, because I find that sunscreen breaks me out if I don't do both steps.
People, what we're saying about both steps is that people will do like a balm or an oil cleanser and then they'll do a foaming cleanser. Yeah. Us.
Otherwise, I'll break out.
Yeah.
I have a little bit oily skin and it's acne prone.
But
even though I'm 45.
It's so rude. I have combination. So I'll have oily spots and dry red spots.
Okay, same. That's true.
And sensitive acne prone.
And also, sometimes the spots feel dry, but they look oily.
I know.
What's happening?
I know. So, and my son even said when we came back one day, because we would be in the heat and then we go to the pool, our skin is trash.
Yeah.
Sunscreen, even though we're using clean versions of sunscreen, it's still so much. And
the sweat dries.
I know. He said, Mommy, my skin feels like paper.
Oh,
so
buddy.
We've all been doing skincare now that we're home. Okay, the other thing at Costco, this is the Torridon Dive-In Serum. It is low molecular hyaluronic acid.
I like hyaluronic acid.
Yes.
Okay.
And low molecular, supposedly, I'm not a skincare expert, goes into your pore. It gets through the skin barrier easier than high molecular, apparently. Okay.
I'll buy it. I don't know anything.
This Round Lab cleanser, this face mask, and this all at Costco. How cool is that?
Tomorrow.
Costco used to have in their app, you would have to go to a certain place on the app and you can order K-Beauty stuff, but now it's in the store.
Awesome.
So I was really excited about that. Okay, so buy these 3 things at Costco. Now, if I get in the shower, I'll use a balm or something to cleanse my makeup off. Then I use this. Okay, so that's your first wash and your second wash. If you're not worried about the first wash, just use this. Okay.
Got that.
Then I get out of the shower and I have a series of toners here that are going to go on my skin.
All of it?
Yes. All of it, same time. No matter what time of day for me. Especially when I'm trying to heal my skin and give it all the tools that it needs. So I clean it, pat it dry. Then the toners come. I brought 3 here to talk to you guys about today. I believe all Korean made.
We're not getting paid for this. This sounds like QVC.
You're not getting links either. So screenshot these. Okay. The first one that I would put on right now, because I'm trying to heal my skin, is I'm from Mugwort Essence. Anything red, anything sensitive, this is going to heal.
Where'd you get this?
Do you know how you get like red in here and red under here in your like dry spots?
Does any of this stuff smell?
That does. And my son likes how that one smells. I will say none of this has artificial fragrance. If it smells, it's just because that's what the ingredient smells like. That's the smelliest one. Do you like how it smells?
I can't smell anything.
I can. It smells like tea tree-ish.
What? Are you sure?
Yeah. What do you smell?
Nothing.
No, I can smell. You can't. Here.
Okay, I smell that.
Yeah, because my son will be like, it smells like tea.
No, it smells like eucalyptus.
Okay.
I like that smell.
but very watery based. It feels like it gave you some moisture, but it's not oily.
One of my hands is, you can't see it, but it's shinier than the other one now.
Okay, so this first. And
Where?
here's how I go. You can do Amazon, but this is like Stelvana. Like,
Did you make that order yet?
No. Okay. You want some? Yeah. Listen, there's a place that I buy K-beauty stuff online. It's called Stelvana. Very good prices, and so far every time I've ordered, it's shown up in the States. Even with
I just very recently I buy like a year's worth of sunscreen from them, and it got to my house and no one charged me extra tariffs.
Okay.
Because it does not come from inside America. I think it comes from like Hong Kong
Asia
or something. I was worried after I placed the order. I was like, oh my God, they're
about
going to charge me like $100 because it's usually very affordable.
Yes.
And it still was.
So buy it all. Like,
one shot.
Especially if you know that you like it and use it. I have two things that I'll talk to you about those are like my ride or dies. Okay, so mugwort essence. Red here, red there, just to even out your skin tone.
Yes.
Where's some toilet paper?
Go in my bathroom.
This, healing. Okay, so here's how I use it. I go like this. Maybe that much. 3 drops. Rub it in. Oop, like this. Tap, 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 tap. Right? Just kind of like pat it into your skin.
Okay. That's the first step on clean, dry skin.
Yes.
Mugwort.
Yes. Anua Heartleaf 77% Soothing Toner. This, it's kind of like that. Like, help support your skin barrier. That one, fragrance-free, does not break me out. And if I have like dry, irritated, this is very soothing and calming. So again, a few drops, tap it in, tap, 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 tap. And I'll go all the way down on my décolletage. Okay. Oh,
I think we can link it.
really?
Well, I can link
Awesome.
Stelvana.
Okay. Great.
I can at least send you a link for Stelvana.
Okay.
Maybe.
Then
Just look down there. If we can link it, it'll be linked.
this one may be one of my favorites ever. Tier Milk Skin Toner. Milk Skin contains chamomile extract and rice bran extract to make skin moist and smooth.
That doesn't smell like anything? Oh, it really looks like
3
milk.
drops. Yeah. And again, I'll take that.
This smells a little bit like something.
I feel like it smells like ingredients though.
Yeah, well, okay.
Like, it's not artificially fragranced.
No, nothing's fragrant.
Does that make sense? Because
Yes.
like, I don't
Oh,
like smells.
yeah.
Okay.
This is the one I like too.
So now you've put this on, and this. Now, this is not the extent of my toners, but these are my 3 favorite, especially for when I am healing my skin. These are on. Next step, serum. Take this. You probably need a couple drops, but I bought it at Costco and it was a really good price, so I used the entire thing. That's probably too much. That's how much I use. Go like this. Here. I'm going to feel and smell. So, squirt.
This is much less goopy than the one I use.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
The
very
one I
light.
use is like goo.
Like, you can go like this with it.
Not quite that goopy, but goopier than this.
Yeah. So this sucks in and it helps seal in those toners you just put on. Then I would do a moisturizer at night. This is my favorite. This is something I'll buy like 6 of them at Stelvana at once.
I've tried that before, and that is not my favorite. I don't like that one.
Okay. Mighty Bamboo Panthenol Cream. I really like this one.
That one broke me out.
Why? Are you sure?
Ask my skin. I don't know. I use a CeraVe one. It comes in a tub, and it's real thick.
This one's light. Light. I don't think that's thick. Okay. In the winter time, I would put this on. This one is a thick cream. Auto Barrier 365 cream. Feel this one. This one has like little like lipid particles in it that when you rub
that
them.
feels nice.
In the winter, you know, when you put on your lotion and it poof, you're like, where'd it go? I feel dry again.
In the winter, I like to make my face look like it's a rotisserie chicken.
This will help seal all that stuff in. Okay. If I was going to do a mask, I would get out of the shower and put my mask on. Really. And then if you wanted to do all this stuff afterwards, that's fine. But you can just do a mask and your lotion.
Okay.
Because this is
You
like,
can skip all that stuff.
yeah. And I don't do these every night. This is like a treat.
Okay.
Favorite sunscreen that I've found so far. Madagascar Centella Skin 1004, their Hyaluronic Water Fit Sun Serum. Do you like this one?
I do. And when you were rattling off all those words, I was like, I've never heard of it. And you were like, it's in a white tube with a blue lid. I was like, no, I don't use that. It's exactly the one I use.
It's really good.
It is.
It doesn't smell like sunscreen.
You know what I like about it? It's also like a air-free pump, so it will squeeze all the stuff out of it. Like when you're done with it, that tube is flat.
It is.
You get to use every drop of it.
I still cut it open and get a little bit more. I do. You have like 2 more applications after.
It does a real good job of sucking it out.
What is this? SPF 50 and all those PA+++.
Yes,
whatever
I
that means.
like that one too.
I like this a lot. Doesn't smell and it doesn't make your face white. How many pumps do you use?
I go this finger and this finger. That's what TikTok told me to do. 2 fingers worths.
I do pump here, pump here, pump here, pump here. It's a lot. Rub it in. But I never get white.
I've never gotten that white cast. I put the 2 fingers and then I put it all over my face and then I put it basically everywhere.
I know, me too. And I put this on my kids too because
I put the one that's not as good on my kids.
I put this
I
on
carry it in my purse.
They don't like
It's this brand. You saw it today at the park.
They don't mind the smell, and I can put it everywhere. And then it just soaks in like lotion.
Yeah. But that's not waterproof. So if you put them on at the pool, you got to keep doing it.
That's right. That's true. This is just for like playing outside. Hey, I was very into taking care of my skin. And then
I was also very into taking care of my
And
skin.
then
I
one
was
day I
also
just
very
stopped.
No, that's not what happened. We started a podcast, and when you add in all of this stuff, something's got to give.
I know.
Seriously, Renee.
My skin feels so happy though. Just in doing this for what, 3-4 days since I've been home.
Is not as good. My garden is not as good. My laundry is not as good because we've been sitting here for 3 hours. Do you know how much I could have gotten done?
I know. And then we still have to do other stuff on top of this.
Right.
But this looks like a lot. You don't have to do it all. Just pick which ones speak to you.
Start with the Costco stuff, maybe.
You'll need a lotion.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm assuming that people have a lotion.
Yeah. The Costco plus this, perhaps. But really, you know how when you buy stuff and you're like, I don't know, is it working?
Yeah.
My skin is happier.
Good.
Even my son was like, my skin feels so much better.
Good.
Yeah.
Hey,
and he just thinks it's fun to play with it. My
do you
daughter
guys
too.
remember the last time we did a little segment like this and it was my makeup haul? Remember that?
Yes.
I lost all that makeup. Never to be seen again. I'm still digging I know. I'm still digging out the little drippity drops of concealer and liquid blush from the old containers.
I don't even remember what that box looked like.
It was just a brown box.
Did it get thrown away?
I have no idea.
That stinks.
All of it. Poof.
Hey, but I gotta tell you, just coming home and seeing this and being like, that would be really helpful. And this feels good on, and you're supposed to leave it on, this mask, for like, some people say until it dries. I think the package says 20 to 30 minutes. I'll do it like 30 minutes, maybe longer if I'm watching a TV show or knitting. But
does it make it feel
tight?
No, like, does it make it feel away?
Cool.
Gooey, itchy.
Not
Does it
itchy.
make you feel like you have to do this?
It doesn't feel like that, but it feels like you don't want to talk like this because
It'll move.
yeah, my husband says you look so angry right now because I'll sit there like this, and I'll talk to him, but I won't like, you know how I have a lot of
Yes.
facial stuff usually.
Yes.
He'll say, "Look, I don't know how to talk to you because you look angry right now," but I'm not. It just because
Yeah.
as it dries down a little bit, you can move more. But at first, there's
it's
so
like-
much liquid, it does want to slip around.
Okay.
And there's a little, I didn't realize I had so much to say about this. There's little eye hole cutouts and a mouth cutout so that you have holes in that mask. I take those and I'll take them and like put them in this fold. Anywhere that mask doesn't quite cover like I want it to, I'll stick it
there's
there.
pieces
Yeah.
that you can remove?
Yeah. That come out so that you have
Yeah.
holes. But then the mask, those holes are still there.
Okay.
And I'll stick them wherever you want
Nice.
to. There's even a little neck piece on this one.
Nice.
That's all I have to say about that.
Well, thank you for all of that. That's very helpful.
You're welcome. Do you want some if I order from Stelvana?
Of course.
Yeah. I know.
Am I going to be left out?
I'll order 4 to 6 of these sunscreens.
I don't need sunscreen. I just made a huge sunscreen order.
But like, I know that I like it so much. Don't take my word for it. Try this stuff out before you decide you need 6 of them.
We've been ordering from Stelvana for sunscreen for years. Mm-hmm. The first probably 2 or 3 years, I ordered literally 6 different ones.
Yes.
And I would try them all. And then I would just like take pictures or save the tubes of the ones that I liked.
Yeah.
And then the next year I would order those ones and try a couple new ones.
Yes.
And I've narrowed it down. I like one in the winter and I like one in the summer.
What's your winter one?
My winter one is, well, here's the thing. Huh. It's not that Purito one that I'm using, although I think it's in a box and it's in a 2-pack. But I don't know if it's this one. But I have the white one with the dark blue lid. I have that one that I like. I like this one.
That Innisfree? Is that the one you're talking about?
I don't know, but I literally have never looked at the words on these bottles. You say the names and I'm like, never heard of it.
Isn't it funny?
And then I see it and I'm like, oh no, I like that one.
I'm like, I know the brand, but I have to see it to be able to order it online.
And the Purito changed their packaging.
They did. Could that be throwing you off?
I don't know. I don't feel like I like it. I don't know. They're all fine. They do their job. As long as it doesn't make me look a weird color and stink really bad, I'm not that picky about sunscreen.
Okay, but also let me say this. A like skin person would tell you to only change one thing at a time so that if it breaks you out, you know which product is breaking you out.
No.
I don't do that either. I go. But
I'm either in a skincare mood or I'm not.
Right.
And if I am, boy, I am.
Me too.
You can convince me to put anything on that face of mine.
Now listen, if you guys are interested in this, I'm sure Rachel can show you some favorites sometime and I can bring out my other favorites. But I brought the Costco stuff and then what I consider to be like my healing routine right now.
Excellent.
I'm going to go home and wash my face and do it. My skincare.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. What the heck else do we have to talk about? That hasn't happened in so long.
3 hours.
We have to say goodbye.
Love you.
Love you.
Hey, yeah. We'll talk
no one's here anymore.
Nobody's getting subtitles. That's the other problem.
Oh.
Closed captions are going to be delayed.
We'll have to message our friends.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
This was supposed to be shorter than this.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.